Putin polnoga sil, do kogo kak Putin stobnej pil, do kogo kak Putin stobnej abijal, do kogo kak Putin stobnej ubijal, do kogo kak Putin polnoga sil, do kogo kak Putin stobnej pil. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. And before we get started, everyone, we're going to all check out at Hey David Don, at King Mavs Forever on the Twitter. We got Standoff Chart and King Mavs over on the app. We got Kobe Collects and OMI Player 1 over on the YouTube that I subscribe to. We got Powers of X up here. We got Kobe Collects down here. We got Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Golden Assets, Puddin' Cheeks, Veve Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy of Bermuda, and Sody Pop Media, all on the YouTube. Actually, Wendy Stibalis will be joining me, I think it's 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday. I'm not 100% sure with that. I'll get back to you. At EQ_crypto, at WhatWizardVeve, and Gary O at 1234CA3 over on the Twitter. We got DerekBrad.com/pages/Veve-photography. AfroDroidLegends.com, UseTakeGlassy.store, WoundedWarriorProject.org, and AffinityHypnotherapy.com.au that we should all check out. We got Free My Boy Mayarden. Mayarden is still has his account locked. We're going to hope he gets that updated real quick. Charles Merkel, Veve Darklink, and Veve Vibes all the way over here, over there. Those are people that I also subscribe to on YouTube, and everyone else should too. Now, there's been a couple of things that we've got to go over. First off, that Mickey Mouse and Friends coming out on Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, telling my girlfriend, hey, can we hang out Saturday afternoon? She's like, oh, because the Mickey drop? I was like, yeah, because the Mickey drop. I was like, okay, that's fine. So, so to be able to go over on, to do that, where we have a bunch, Veve said first editions, and the first editions, not sure why they're not first appearances. But either way, first editions I will take. They should be the first ones on the app. Whether it's, I don't know what characters are going to be on them. Maybe somebody that has a. I know, Las Vegas. I saw the look. I spent all my money on Joe and Batman. So how stupid was that? I mean, it wasn't stupid. You know, going from 2000. Anyway, I'll get back to that in a minute. A few minutes after I do my spiel. I don't know what characters they're going to be. You know, is it going to be Donald Duck? Is it going to be Goofy? Is it going to be Pluto? Obviously, Minnie Mouse. I don't know how many cards are going to be. I cannot wait for that Medium article. Probably Thursday or Friday. We do have a comic book on Thursday. I'm not 100% sure what it is. Actually, no, I downloaded it before off the Twitter. I'll find out right now. Going to the photo. Sitting on a toilet. Oh, the photo. Oh, it's Daredevil. It might be the first appearance of Elektra that's going to be on Thursday, which would be absolutely fire. I can't wait for that because that would be pretty legit. So again, we get that on Thursday. After that, we should be able to go and get the Medium article either Thursday, but probably Friday. And Bobby, thank you so much for the $10 super chat already, saying, Randy, let's get this bread. What a fantastic start of the stream. So yeah. I think Thursday's gonna be pretty action packed because not only do we have the migration, not only do we have a drop. But me, Taps Trades, Cavell Anderson, and Dan Lee are going to be interviewing Jeremy Padour. Yeah. Oh god, hiccups. I don't know if that will 100% be on just YouTube. I think it might be a Spaces, and I think Cavell might stream it as well. So it might be on both. Might be on both YouTube and. I'm sorry, 1 second here. It might be both on YouTube and on Twitter Spaces. So that's something that I would really like to. Get going. Also, if everyone could smash that like button, that would be pretty cool. That would be great. It's a free way to support the channel. So yeah, Thursday is going to be a very, very big day. I don't know if I'll be able to. I think it's 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time where we're interviewing Jeremy Padour. So I will probably go live that night as long as it doesn't run like 3 or 4 hours, and then I have to go another 3 hours at night. If I do that, I will take notes during that stream, and I will go and read those notes on live after that. And yeah, then like I said, it's a packed week. If we don't get that Medium article on Thursday, we will get it on Friday. I'll probably go over that with Wendy, or I might go over that on stream later that night. I'm not sure. And then yeah, it's going to be crazy. That migration, the pump of the OMI for that migration. My heckin' goodness. I love this game. Yes, I'm a millionaire once again because of the recent pump in OMI. It is great. I feel like Bart. It's like I'm so great. I'm so great. And also this is what I really love about investing into other people's businesses that are not my own, because they do all the work. I don't really have to do anything. Um, like I said, like whether I, am on YouTube or I'm not on YouTube, OMI will go to the moon. The NFTs will go to the moon. I can maybe help you guys snipe some deals. Like they're like Steamboat Willie, the common is like $900 right now. That was up to 1330 the other day. I don't think there's anything that makes this Steamboat Willie, $450 less valuable than it was, last week. I don't think anything came out. Like it didn't get a debuff. I mean, it was not first appearance, not first edition already, so you can't debuff it anymore. This is great. So it's really, really great. Joey M. Batman was at like, oh God, was that? It was like 1,400 at some point. That's literally half of its high. How are people listing for that? It's obviously gone up a little bit higher since then. Alligator Loki, literally half of its high is at 1,900 right now, and I don't have enough gems to get. I just want it so bad. It needs a good home. Sorry, reminds me of when Kara intercepted a heavy machinery shipment, and it's like, oh, they needed a good home. Randy is like, they do not need a good home. You have enough. Anyway, yeah. So, also, me home super chatted Taps Trades today, who just said, it's like, hey, we're here from Randy's channel, and when Taps Trade says, hey, Randy's like my favorite streamer, I was like, my feels. That felt so good. And yeah, so we went over that, the NFTs, went over that. Oh yeah, so OMI. I don't know if it's possible to fill our bags one last time. I think, getting past that 0.0083, 84, 85 mark, whatever that resistance is, could that happen? Now, sure. Could it not happen, until we actually get on exchanges? I don't know. I mean, we had a heck of a pump today. I mean, again, we went from, it was like 5.8 the other day. Give me a sec. I'll find it. I'll go. I'm not even gonna try to find the screenshot. I'm just gonna go to Bitforex and I'm gonna do the thing. Julie, do the thing. All right. So my Barrick from. Okay, so I'm gonna go for. Yeah, we're literally at 5.8 on January 23rd. 23 January. We're at 5.8, and it's 48 hours later. And we're up literally, 1/5 of a penny. We're up so much from that high or from that low. Like again, these. Look at those heckin' candles. Look at the heckin' Like I do expect a little bit of a retrace. I mean, or not. Like, can it keep climbing? M with a 499 super chat says, "What is a good price guide for anything Marvel common sub 100?" For anything Marvel that is a common sub 100, take the floor. Like, let's say the floor of something is, let's say like $300. $3,000 should be the floor of the sub 100. I'll prove it to you right now. The only time where this might not be accurate is some of the Marvel Mighties, where some of the Marvel Mighties do not follow, and it's just the Eternals. Everything else, it's going to be very, 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 very hard pressed to try to find a Marvel. I'll just go with, Captain America common. And now I get it. He's one of the more popular ones, but I'll do a non-popular one beforehand. So right now he's 185. So figure 1,800 or almost 186. So $1,860. I'll figure for the sub 100. And you can't. There's only two sub 100, and one of them is and the lowest one is $4,000. But again, that's a more popular one. Let's take Zombie Captain America, which is at $88. So figure $880 for the sub 100 floor. You cannot get it. It is $1,400. So like I said, a lot of the Marvel ones, it is hard to do. Maybe the Invisible Woman. I'll try. Where's the common? Just because she's really low and not as popular. So it's $60 for her. So a sub 100 would be $600, give or take. And yeah, that's not happening. Oh no, you can. You can get a Invisible Woman number 74 for $480. That is very undervalued in my opinion. Why? Because the next cheapest one is $220 above that at $700. So yeah, if you go and take a look, number 78 that's selling right now for $780. It should be $880. Or no, I'm sorry, $480. It should be $600 something. But you can get it for $480. And the next cheapest one after that is number 85 at $700. So it is, 11 mints higher than that, and it is $220 more expensive. So yeah, if you want to get one right now, that looks to be your best bet. Invisible Woman, common, number 74. That looks to be one of the best ones. Yeah. And I'm gonna move on after that. Again, the only ones that usually don't fit are the Eternals. I'm gonna find those though real quick. Looks like Icarus. I don't really like Icarus in the movie, but let's see what he's got. $50. Let's say $500 would be the sub 100. Probably gonna find. Yeah, you could find one for $499. No, actually that one works too. Yeah, $499 is the cheapest one, which is pretty properly rated. Let's get to the comments real quick. Let me go to. Okay. Funky Cold. Bitforex finally deposited the ADA 5 days after due to congestion. Sunday swap. One more OMI to get it on this pump. Get that bread. OMI Player One's easiest way for me is buying USDT on Coinbase and sending it over to Bitforex. Takes less than 10 minutes. Usually about 5 minutes. Legit. I'm going to try to help a few friends over this weekend to try to buy some as well. Funky Colds. Yeah, I was selling my bag of ADA. Got it finally early this morning. Nice. BB Monster says Coinbase NFT just announced a deal with Rewind Collective. Yes, I forgot about that. Art Patron, the guy that helps ink those deals, announced it on Instagram. I did share that on my Instagram story. I think I just liked the Coinbase post, which is really good. Yeah, it's so the Pride, the Rewind logo, and the Cleopatra and everything that should be really good. That's something that I think will be they'll be the first of everything. That'll be the first of a series that will happen. Player One says good move. I hope for you. I'm still trying to rebuy my OMI bag I traded for Walt. Need 1.8 million OMI to be where I was before the trade. I hope you can get it. But again, you got a Walt, so it's pretty good to get. Rich M says, what OMI homies don't forget is to smash that like button. Yeah, do what All Might does in United States of smash of the like button. Obadiah Gold Checkle Center says, woo lads, woo lads. Funky Cold says that 0.008 gonna be tough to break. Agreed. Crypto Boy is saying what happened to the other YouTuber. Probably just taking a break. Been a lot of drama, Garrett looking at those charts like, oh. Real Talk saying, is he okay? What's up, Mark Uden? How's it going? Edward Esperante says, aloha, brother. Randy, aloha, brother. How you doing, fam? I hope you're doing well. Tyler says he might have quit YouTube. I think it's just a hiatus. Uncle Always, what's up, Randy? What's going on, Uncle Always? Tyler says, hey, Randy. What's going on? So, I don't know if Uncle Always, if you've ever seen some Cartoon Network or some Disney cartoons. You probably have. There's one Cartoon Network show called Uncle Grandpa. Really weird. I tried it. I didn't like it. But, sesame chicken with rice is so good. With pork fried rice. Sorry to Danielle if you're watching this. I know you're on a diet and you're hungry and looking at me eating that. Probably not what you want to see right now. My apologies. Anyway, there's this one series called Gravity Falls. Oh my god, it's so good. And there's two kids. I want to say it's not Billy and Mandy. I forget the kid's name. Little boys, I forget his name. But Mabel's the girl's name. And she's voiced by... she's really, really popular. Voiced by the girl that does Sarah Lynn in BoJack Horseman. So she's like an adult, and closing your eyes and like imagining the girl from the Cartoon Network show, or I'm sorry, the Disney Channel show, Gravity Falls, and then hearing that voice and hearing Sarah Lynn saying that the crazy stuff that she says, like, oh my god, it's ridiculous. But anyway, they have a character called their Grunkle Stan. It's their great Uncle Stan. Dude, uncles are just cool, yo. Grunkle Stan. You ever watch Ruby, RWBY? They have an Uncle Crow who I cosplayed as a couple of times, and I'm not gonna lie, I was very good looking as him. Moving on. AR says not we're talking about nice things to talk about, like the Pokemon named after Randy should be called Chavez or Randyzar. Oh, that'd be cool. I could dig that. I could dig it. BB Las Vegas $1,900 secret. Loki, I know. I want him so much. I did put a post up today where I think each day I'm gonna fill my vault with a certain amount of gators. And I have currently 8 of them. So I have half of the secret rare in there. I'm gonna put the other half tomorrow, and then I'm gonna take a few days and I'm gonna put all the ultra rare, and then I'm gonna put all the common, which is gonna take like weeks. Tyler's OMI pumped like crazy today. Heck yeah, it did, and it's still going on. I was talking to Vladimir Colomba. Was on my he was on my comments before. I'll get to that in a second. I'm just gonna get to that super chat. And from Veve Las Vegas saying with the sticker with the pony, that Rainbow Dash, the Rainbow Unicorn. Always I wanna be with you. Sorry, the Robot Unicorn Attack. It was a great game. Anyway, so Vladimir's like, here we go. Please don't come back down anymore, OMI. And I was like, you mean you don't want to fill your bags? One last time. I can't say that with a straight face. And he's like, he says, as a matter of fact, he's like, Randy, I have 99% of my net worth in OMI. I have nothing left to fill them with. And I was like, yeah, same here. Pretty much same here. I'd have to borrow money. I'd have to it might not be. Oh, so Joe Gianosa. He always sends me these TikToks about Veve and everything. Is great. Is great. I like those. Anything having to do with Veve, I pretty much like. I also forgot to turn that sound down off. Okay, all right, moving on. I have started doing a couple of more TikToks. They haven't been crazy yet. They've only been I only did 2 of them, and they were military ghost TikTok related. So don't look now. They're just like you know that they're not really worth it. Although I did have one that was hair. Sorry guys, I had a hair in my mouth, which did not feel good. I really need to get a haircut. I will get one at some point, probably after winter. But yeah, I have one which did not get a lot of views. It's just Dr. Doom doing the sitting on a toilet. Link to TikTok down below if you really want to see that. Okay, now where was I? Leave Las Vegas. Have a great night, Randy. Why, thank you. Joe Oliveira says, the other YouTuber will be back tomorrow. Nice. SlackRX says, it says the characters. Oh, excuse me. Does it say all of the characters on the Twitter thing? Let me see. Because I could have sworn I looked at it and it didn't say all of the... Maybe I was wrong. Oh, alright. So, Goofy, Pluto, Daisy, Donald, Minnie, and of course Mickey Mouse. So there's 6. Alright, Goofy, Pluto, Daisy, Donald, Minnie, and Mickey. Okay, so yeah, there's 6. I could have sworn it didn't say... That is like my version of the Mandela effect. Because I could have sworn I was at the gym, my friend Jackson, and I was like, yo, we got Mickey Mouse and friends. And he's like, yo, who? And I was like, I don't know. All I see is like, Mickey Mouse and Donald. And I swear, like, we both looked at it, and there was no other names like that, unless they just edited that. Can you edit a tweet? I don't think you can. Sorry, that's just gonna... I'm gonna put my hand on whatever you want and let you know that I will put my hand on and say that was not there before. Unless, the blood was no longer in my brain, and I could, how you have, like, blind spots, I guess. I don't know, though. I could have sworn that it wasn't, but thank you for telling me that, SlackRex. Saving me. Toss me a cyber says, you're Randy. Hey, Pop, how's your day? It's going pretty good. I woke up kind of later today, or I didn't really, like, I had enough time to, like, take a shower and, go get Taco Bell, and then I came back, it was, like, Taps, Johnny Dunn, I think Crypto Chris, and Kyle Willson were all streaming, and I was like, all right, guys, I'm not going to stream today because the 4 of these people are already streaming. I don't want to, like, dilute it. But then I had a couple people like, no, Randy, we want you. We want Randy. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I will, like, I'll try to make it better so that I will be the first one to stream. Like, that episode of Dexter's Laboratory where his father goes to try to take him out fishing. And, he's like, oh, sorry, Dexter, we got to go home. And like they're just like, but why, father? There's plenty of other boats on out on the lake that they were trying to go fishing. And he's like, but we're not the first ones here. And there was already, other people like, sorry, son, it's a family tradition. And Dexter's like, okay, well, we're gonna make it tomorrow. And then he says, oh, sorry, Dexter, we're not the first ones here because the sun was up before them. So Dexter, like, basically drives the car, creates a new car, doesn't take the same route that the dad takes, which was totally ridiculous. All about, like, tradition, which I guess kind of shows that some traditions are dumb, but some aren't. It's like, okay, he's not saying that fishing was the dumb tradition. He's saying that the craziness about having to be first is dumb. The craziness about having to take the same route that his father took was dumb. Fishing, fine. Certain things, not fine. And I'm finally just realizing what that show was trying to tell us. Anyway, I forget where I was going with this. Oh, yes, I will try to be the first one, as Dexter's dad tried to teach him. I don't know why. Is that why I'm early to a lot of things? I want to be the first one. Never fashionably late. It was because I'm not cool. What do you think, Dash? Yeah, you're right. Okay. And thank you, Bob Bobby, for that $10 super chat saying, Randy, let's go! Let's get this bread! I love this game! Steve says, Veve pumping right now. It do be pumping, though. M says, another company has the first appearance and they are stickers or something. Oh, yarg. That's fine. That's fine. They were the first. All right. Gotta tip the hat. Gotta tip the hat. Anyway, don't get on my Chinese food. Nope. Okay. There we go. Sniper says the first appearance is on a different app called Quid. Oh, Quid. Yeah, I remember Quid. Quid. Terra Virtua. Yeah, Quid's got the. I think Quid has Loki also, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I think Quid has, like, the actual Loki Lofison. So when he comes on, I think he might be a first edition, or he might not be. Because I'm pretty sure they do have Loki. And maybe that's part of the reason why they gave us Alligator Loki. Maybe. So I think they do have that. I think they have that with Thor also, and why they gave us Throg. It's really interesting. I feel like we're like Marvel. I feel like Akomi in this scenario is like Marvel, where they had to use some other superheroes that were maybe not, some of the lesser superheroes that maybe not in the Avengers because they had to sell the rights of some of their characters away. So they had to use things like Hawkeye and things like, Black Widow to be on the Avengers, where, a lot of times, I don't know if Thor was ever really on the Avengers either. Maybe he was, but I'm not remembering right now, because he wasn't even in Civil War. He was in Secret War, but he was unworthy at that time. He didn't have a hammer. Well, he didn't have his hammer in Secret War. He had an alternate version of Thor. Like, basically, it was Thor spelled with 2 R's, and the enchantment on it says, if whoever shall grab this hammer, if he be unworthy, shall possess the power of Thor. And because Thor wasn't worthy in this one, and he could grab that one, it was nuts. It was nuts. It was absolutely bananas that they did that. I was like, oh, like, I was just like, girl. Like, when oh my god, sorry, no spoilers, but it was, oh my god, it's so good. Okay, Hyperion. So, I feel like we're like Marvel in, like, the late 2000s, where it's like, okay, well, we can't do this, and this character because, they have the first editions, but we can do these characters, and it's just, well, it worked out for us. It worked out for Marvel, so I think it's going to work out for Akomi. Henry Pagluca says, bro, I'm so fucking pumped! Let's freaking go! Look at the bread! he said the knuckles cracking, so I had to do it. Lori Breder says, good evening, Randy. Hope all is well. But more OMI today. Yeah, you did, girl. Get that bread. Does says, Veve is down. OMI is pumping. Veve, some of Veve is down. The Grails have been staying steady, though. Actually, the Walt is up. The Walt is up. Like Walt is climbing those ranks, baby. Walt is climbing those ranks. Can he flip Secret Rare Spider-Man? I don't know. Probably not, but it's fun to like watch him try. How I Made says, Yo Randy, make sure you keep your OMI in Trust Wallet or MetaMask to get your free airdrop 1-to-1 on Pulse Chain. I didn't know that was a thing. I do have I have 6 different Trust Wallets with a bunch of OMI. So, Steve says, How I Made, huh? What do you mean? Yeah, I don't know that either. Spider Zero says, first appearance of Elektra as Daredevil since he's in jail. Nice. Oh, I wonder if, I mean, it had to be Matt Murdock, right? Yeah. Oh, dude, that scene with Matt Murdock in the Charlie Cox Matt Murdock in Spider-Man, so good. It's like, I'm a really good lawyer. Oh my god. Dude, broccoli's so good. Oh, I'm gonna swallow the big piece. That's what she said. Slingshot average tech rush gear. It's exciting times with OMI. It is. Witty Mom says, who needs a Red Bull when we got all this OMI action? I know, right? That was How I Made. What might... Ballin says, how much manpower is going into the Viviverse? Facebook seems like the obvious first contender. Or the Disney exec claimed Happy Meal comparisons. How many more Disney NFTs and first appearances can we expect? There's a lot of questions there, so give me a second. How much manpower is going? I don't know. I mean, I can probably tell you that Veve, with their 20 to 100 employees, anywhere in between there, are probably not the only ones building it. I think there are, somebody mentioned the other day that they thought, who was it? They thought that like a $26 billion company was helping build a Viviverse. So like, that seems like a lot. Like even for a Comey standard, that does seem like a lot of like, do they need that much? I don't know. Again, Meta is trying to do kind of its own thing where they won't really be competitors. Like it's like, okay, a Comey is like, football star, football head coach. Like they're like a Comey. I feel like is the team is like Bill Parcells in like the 80s and 90s, just absolutely just does nothing but just takes teams that are not good and makes them really good. Like and then let's say Facebook is like, I don't know, it's like a basketball team or something that's like, they're just in different sports, and well, who watches basketball anymore? Like I feel like they're just different sports, and like Okomi's obviously the more popular one, or is going to be the more popular one. For like they're the head. I mean, Facebook's still wildly popular. Not really with the younger people, not really with the kids. That's why he's trying desperately to hang on. I just obviously respect to Mark Zuckerberg staying relevant for all these years. Like Jenna Marbles, how do you stay on top of YouTube for a decade? And had she not retired, she would have still been on top. It's absolutely insane. But I feel like it's that meme or that TikTok wasn't a meme. It's like a video of, I forget the dude's name. He just won a UFC fight. Like he just won a belt from someone. I forget which weight class. And then he meets his opponent's mom, who's like he just took a belt from her son. And he's like starts crying and gives her a hug, and she's like, "It's all right, baby. It's all right. It's not his time anymore. It's your time. It's your time now." And I feel like, yeah, that's a Comey. Like it's a Comey's time. And what she says after really was awesome. She's like that is queen energy. She's just like and you better prepare because they're gonna come for you. Everyone will try to come for Comey, but I forget what this question was even about. I'm sorry. All right, how much manpower is going into the Viviverse? I would say a company worth probably a couple billion. That sounds like a lot, but yeah, probably a couple billion is going to be help working on it. I don't know. Maybe it's a conglomerate of a bunch of companies that are maybe only worth a couple $100 million each, and their powers combined are able to make that, are able to go and Wonder Twin Powers unite, or Captain Planet, all the rings together. I think that's what it's going to be. I mean, big giant company would be nice to have. Like, okay, you have kind of give them complete control, but I don't know. It just seems like how many partnerships can they get? How much it just seems like a lot. Like and again, it seems too good to be true, but it's worked out so far. Facebook seems like the obvious one contender. I don't think Facebook's helping out with this at all. Mark Zuckerberg doesn't work with companies. He buys them. I mean, if they tell us that, man, I don't know. I mean, again, Zucks is a beast, and that'd be good for our investment. But I would also be a little disappointed if that's what you're asking. If like Facebook is the one that is helping us out with this, I don't think they would, because Facebook doesn't help out; they buy things. After the Disney exec claimed the Happy Meal comparisons, how many more? Honestly, there's almost an infinite amount. I mean, there's not, but there's from Disney and Marvel. There's thousands. There could be thousands of more first appearances, just from Marvel alone. I mean, but Disney also. I mean, again, if you have like some of the main ones that were on Quid, let's say like Loki Laufeyson, let's say like Thor, let's say like whatever. That doesn't include like the side characters. Do they have Odin? Do they have Heimdall? Do they have any of the? Do they have Sif? Do they have Lady Sif and the Warriors 3? Do they have Jane Foster? Like there are just on Thor alone. I'm just talking like let's go with street level stuff. Let's say like Karen Page. Let's say like Ben. I forget Ben's last name. The guy who covered Civil War with Karen Page. Let's say Foggy Nelson. How many of the Defenders? Jessica Jones. Like there's so many others that can be first appearance. There could literally be thousands more first appearances from the Marvel Disney thing alone. Yeah. How I made. Sorry, I spent so much time on that question. How I made this Pulse Chain is doing a system state fork of Ethereum. Any ERC20 held on your MetaMask will get a free copy of PRC20 version of that token. Oh, interesting. I did not know that. Ballin says before they want a bigger share and start developing themselves, couldn't Nintendo do the same? I'd wager the delay in Pokemon would be regional licensing. Well, again, I think Pokemon is... The Nintendo company is such a big company. It's worth... I think they... Let me check. NT Doi is the ticker symbol. I think they're worth too much. I don't think they would help. I mean, they're worth $55 billion. That's a lot. That's a lot. I don't think... I mean, maybe that was the deal. Al Khan says, hey, we'll do this, but you're going to allow us to help build your metaverse. And if it works, great, we're going to take a large piece of it. And if it doesn't work, okay, then Nintendo learns what works and what doesn't work, and then they build out their own. That would actually be a really good deal for Nintendo. For Nintendo to go to them and say, hey, we're going to do this. We are going to help build your metaverse. And then they could say, and if it doesn't work, you can't blame us. If it does work, we're going to take a large piece. But if it doesn't work, then Nintendo will be like, hey, this is great. It's a win-win. If it doesn't work, we get to know what works, it doesn't work. And we're going to build out our own. It's going to be super fantastic. Or if it does work, we help line our bottom line with the massive profit that they're going to gain, and we build our own anyway, and we make them interconnected. That would be really smart for Nintendo to do. That would be interesting, because they have a lot of IP. They have a ton of IP. The same, I'd wager the delay in Pokemon would be regional licensing. I mean, again, if they want to wait for anime for localization, that could be a reason why they're not announcing it. I have an upset tummy right now. It just came on. I will try to continue the stream for as long as possible. I think that, yeah, that would make sense. I mean, again, Nintendo's more than just Pokemon. There's a lot of Nintendo. There's a lot of Nintendo peeps out there. So when I met there's an ex-girlfriend I was at the VA, and I was trying to be like at the VA, I was trying to be like all bad. I was like, trying to like flex, and I was just trying to be like, like this hardened, like veteran. And I remember her telling me like maybe a month or two after we started getting together, and then she's like, yeah, I knew you were a nerd the first time I looked at you. I was like, what? Like, no, I was badass. And she's like, no, I saw your Nintendo tattoos. I knew you were a nerd. I was like my heart. Shots fired. But that's a really good question, Ballin. I will have to think on that. We got a super chat coming in from Peter Hoy. Thank you so much. Give me those thumbs up. Thank you, my man. Thank you, my man. Oh, and thank you for saying that. It was an awesome answer. I tried. Where was I beforehand? Okay. S4NJ1 says meow meow. Henry Pagliuca says we're going over a penny, bro. I love this game, dude. I can't wait. Made says there's over 62,000 members in Pulse Chain. So just giving you guys a heads up, free money in the Telegram. Very nice. Oh god. I'm dying. Tyler says how I made when is that? How I made says Pulse is in test net V2 right now. Might be mainnet in March. Interesting. Damn, how high can Joey and Batman go? Well, it was already at 2,800. Honestly, guys, like they might, again, because they can make so much content, and I actually never really thought I'll go through the exercise right now. The Grails will stay the same, but there's going to be like the B and the lower A tier ones that, and again, Grails will stay the same and grow, but there might be others that, again, like let's say Joey and Batman was at 2,800, went down to 1,900, 1,800, 1,500. How many of them might stay? Because there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be like, hey, there's going to be a lot of drops, and I know how much money's coming in, but with a bunch of people saying, hey, a lot of people will wake up and they'll realize, hey, actually, you know what? I actually don't like this piece. Whatever the piece is. Like, I know it's worth a lot of money, but I bought it down here. I know it was up here at this point, even though it's down here right now. I bought it down here. I'm still taking profit. I want to sell this so that I can buy this. And that might not actually be good for some of us that have bought 3 Joe and Batmans. Now, eventually, I do think because that is the first set, he is part of the first set, that will go up a lot. But I actually hadn't thought about, you know, what happened. Like, there's not been a month since not October, since September, where we didn't have a week where we had, you know, like 7 or 8 drops per week. And we had in October for like the end of October, like Halloween stuff. We'd had it in November for Disney Week and DesignerCon. We had it in December for the 12 days. And we had it most recently, 8 days of like comics and drops. So there hasn't been a month in several months where we've had a minimum of 1 week of drops, you know, for a drop per day. Sent you. Oh, wow. I think you could put, yeah. So somebody, a buddy of mine has paid. Okay, I will print this out again tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll be holding you tight. I'm gonna put, and again, I'll print a new one out tomorrow. But Cavell Anderson has a fan that helped him get on the fridge this month. So, yeah, so I'm going to put that. All right, so 25 February will be Cavell renewal date. So Cavell has made it on the fridge officially. Next to, so going to put him up there, I guess. So I'm not going to cross him out there, but I'll put him up there tomorrow. Yes, ma'am. It's ma'am. Everyone remember that GameStop meme? It's ma'am. Anyway, where was I beforehand? Yeah, so when he said how high can Joe and Batman go, I mean, he's already been 2,800. Again, over the next, let's say, month or two, you know, when we finally find a balance, it will get wonky. It will get crazy because we have so many new IPs coming out, and I guarantee you at some point, it won't just be 1 week a month where we have 1 drop each day. It will not stop. It will not stop where we will have 1 drop each day continuously forever. It'll be a machine, and there'll be some kinks in the machine, kinks, and there'll be some bumps in the road. There'll be some ups and downs, but for the most part, I think most of this year we will have 1 drop per day. And you know, when we have 1 drop per day, again, a lot of money coming in, but for the next couple of months, I would expect the mid to high tier of, let's say, like low A's and some B's. They will bounce around. Eventually, they will go up. But again, I could be wrong about this. But again, we've seen it now. We had a mini gem squeeze for Killer Croc. That was at 2K. You see where he is right now? Was he like 1,300? Was he like 1,200? Let's take a look at what Killer Croc is. Veve. Go to the drops. These are pretty recent. 565. 14 hundo right now. 14 hundo. Sorry, my friend Dan. I'm doing a stream. Cool beans. Streaming right. Meow. Yeah. I'll ask him to come join. Come join. Okay. Oh, I got a super chat coming in from Crazy Dave 85 says, "Oh man, was waiting for tax return to get $1,500 $1,500 more OMI or $1,500 worth more of OMI. That's a few weeks. Road to million OMI, dude. I hope you get it, Crazy Dave. I hope you can try to get it early. I hope you can try to get it. Put them where you want. I thought you were filled on the fridge. I kind of am. So yeah, I'll try to put them over there. But yeah, I hope you can get that, Crazy Dave. I hope you can go and. Oh whoa! It's an anime. It's a wow. It was a This is a animated Loki Gator. That is pretty heckin' awesome. Wow, that's that's so cool. So I now have 27 of the animated Loki. Wow, that's amazing. So, man. Okay. Yeah, I hope you can get that. Road to a million OMI. Dude, even if you don't have a million OMI, even if you have 500,000 OMI, you'll have $500,000 in the future, in the next couple of years. That's going to be nuts. It's going to be absolutely insane. Be advised, guys. For those of you that are wondering, hey, there's, I'll never catch up to you. I only have like 100,000 OMI. I only have like this much. If you hodl that, you will have $100,000 this decade. If you have 50,000 OMI, there's a decent chance you have $100,000 this decade. The first 100,000 is the hardest. Because how do I know? Because I've done it. That first 100,000 is the hardest. But once you have that type of money, once you can make some moves, and it does get easier. And I don't want to say it's a combination of it does get easier because it is easier to make money when you have money, but also from grinding and from learning, you find out what works and what doesn't work, and you are able to go and you get better. So do not lose hope, do not lose faith. This will continue. Again, bull run, bear run over the long haul. It will continue. Where was I beforehand? Yeah, Henry says we're going over a penny. We're gonna get it. Where was I? M says what? Oh yeah, the price is sub 100 common. It should be about 10x the floor. One player one says, oh my god, I need some alligator Lokis. Ultra rare and secret rare. Yeah, they're great. They're oh god, they're so cheap right now. They're so cheap right now. Divine Days. I don't know that we get to a penny yet without exchange announcement, and we might not. But we will get there. Like if it's not this month or early, we will get it. We will get one. I think two. I think we get 2 cents next month. So we are wherever we are right now. We will go and we will get probably 2 to 3x next month. If we're at 0.0075, give or take. Robert Desmond says 0.00778. I cannot wait until we reach the 0.8. How I Made says, long as you have ERC20 held and you own your keys, all you need is switch RPC setting in your MetaMask and you'll get your copy for free. Oh, nice. Mario Schalatinger says, what do you believe OMI can hit 15 cents this year? Why? Oh, why? So Marius believes it's possible. I think it's because of upward momentum. It's a combination of everything. It's exchanges, that the fear of missing out of people, the fact that this is the only. What did Captain James Barbosa in Pirates of the Caribbean say in the Dead Man's Chest, where he sees all the pirates gathering, and they're about to fight. the Commodore and like the actual army. And it's like, there has not been a gathering like this in our lifetime. And there, there's not been a crypto like this ever. And I don't mean that because like, oh, it's a new technology. I mean, it's all on blockchain and it's all the tokenomics are great, but there's other. We're not the only ones that burn. We're not the only one, on the blockchain. This is it's because it's attached to the best project, and it was like, oh well, a lot of projects have Ethereum. Yes, they do. Do any of the rest of them have Disney or the United States Postal Service or Marvel or DC or Ghostwire? Like all of that, like they might have again. Recur has a couple of things. I think they have Hello Kitty and they have like Our Real Monsters, and again, it's good, and I wish them success, but it's nothing like what we have. It is nothing. It's minor leagues and major leagues. It's like what's not major league football? What's not professional football? It's whatever type of football it is. It's like backyard football versus the NFL. It's just two completely different things. And so again, the FOMO that will come in, the exchanges that we have, the fact that this is majorly disruptive, it is so innovative in what they have, and the whole team, the company of Ecomi is just vertically integrated. Plus the Viviverse, which a lot of people don't think we're going to get until some people don't think until next year, but I think the second half of this year, Q3, Q4, latest Q4, we get that. We get a bunch of burns. We have a bunch of again. They haven't done marketing yet. We have localization. We have Asia getting on board. I've said this before, and for the new people that are here, China by themselves have 900 million smartphones, and when things go viral there, they go viral. If we get 1% of that, that's 9 million people already, just from China, including India, including any other third-party partnerships that we might have that might be using OMI, or will be using OMI later this year. There's a lot of reasons to be bullish. And again, I don't think 15. I think 30 cents. As long as we still have a bull run through summer, at least part of summer, I think we can get to 30 cents. So yeah, where am I? Justin says, do you believe, Randy, do you be checking the price of OMI? Randy, do be checking the price of every now and then, yes. And with that 49 super chat, thank you so much. And good price to buy anything Marvel Common Sub 100. If it's, again, if something is $500, the floor price, the sub 100 price should be, $5,000. And anything below that is probably pretty good. Wooloo says, all first appearance Saturday, except Mickey. I think so, yeah. Hostile says, went all in on the dip. There you go. Justin says, Coinbase be holding his money. Sorry, man. Sorry. I hope they release it soon. D Supreme says, get your Strange Academy #1 bags. It's going to be Disney's Hogwarts. I hope so. Steven says, at Eddie Burham, huh? Vidimon says, been in OMI since 0.002. So freaking hype right now for this migration. Comment down below if you've held OMI, if you bought at 0.0014. I did not buy as much as I should have back then, but I did because I was like, yo, if we go down to 0.000, 3 zeros, we could possibly, I thought we could possibly get 3 zeros, but it never happened. It never happened. At least not when I was in, but I bought down there 0.002, 0.003, buying all the way down, buying all the way up. Had some really good times. I think I had oh no, I didn't. Disregard. I thought I had something. Thought I had something else. Now, where was I? Here it was. Eddie Barham says, for real, bro. S411's laughing at Eddie. JD says, Eddie is a herb. Randy has OMI. Yes, but he's never dumping. I will sell a little bit this year, but that's really just to pay for my tax bill, whatever it is. Robert Desmond Warner says, remember, guys, don't eat yellow snow. Eddie says, absolutely. John Duhart says, what's going on, John Duhart? How you doing, fam? I hope you're doing well. Eddie Burham's laughing. Philip says, hey, Randy, can you explain the immutable X migration? As well as I can. Yeah, basically, if you want to sell your OMI, put it on an exchange. If you want to use it on the app to stake or buy NFTs or buy land, put it on the app. If you want to go and oh god, hiccups! I ate too fast. If you're not sure what you want to do, again, like me, most of my OMI is in my Trust wallet, and I'm going to pretty much never I'm only going to move it as needed. For a little bit from one, a little bit from the other. Because why? I don't need to. I don't need it to be on an exchange. I don't need it to be anywhere. I just hodl it. Yeah, as long as the seed phrases are safe and they're the adjoining implements are there. The adjoining technology is there to be able to get in. I really don't need them to be moved. I don't need them to be. I don't need to sell. I will sell as little as possible. Goal is to still have 100 million OMI by the time 2030 hits, and then wherever it is, then I'll sell a little on the way, just for philanthropic goals, but that's it. If you keep it on your trust wallet now and you don't move it there by like today, tomorrow, whatever, you will have to move it at some point, whether on the app or to an exchange, and you will have to use a bridging system. You'll have to send it somewhere else. It'll bridge. It'll cost you some gas fees, and then you'll move it onto an exchange, and then you can sell it. How much that will be, I don't know. If you wait a few years, you could probably reach Ethereum 2.0, and then maybe the gas fees are not that high. But who knows? Eddie Barham says, you'll be better off hodling. Yeah, agreed. Doesn't says Randy ain't dumping. Like I said, most again the only time I would use or spend or whatever OMI is really in the Veveverse. On some Pokemon, but on Veveverse definitely. Veve Las Vegas, Marvel Comics #1 under 500. They were over 600, so now it's not a bad time to probably get some. Eddie Barham says, trust me guys, just hodl. Agreed. Justin says, migration. It's happening. Tyler says, at Ryan W Migration FOMO. Yeah, Pokidoki says, Rev Alex tweet 10 hours ago. What did he tweet 10 hours ago? I mean, dude tweets a lot. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. All right, so his tweet 10 hours ago. It was 8 hours ago. He retweeted IGN. Ziva Dynamics and Unity show off Emma, the lifelike virtual human. Tech that will allow game developers to dynamically animate characters in real time. Interesting. Oh, Marvel to relaunch Daredevil in June. Hey-oh. That's what Alex tweeted 10 hours ago. Very nice. How much? Where was I? Eddie Barhams has got to go. Peace. Just trying to help you guys. Cheers, mate. Cheers. Obadiah says, hoping to see the new drop system soon. I hope so, too. They've been talking about it a lot. Hunter Phillips says, throw up them likes. Yeah, we got 216 people here, 88 likes. Can we get to 100? And then we'll go from there. Hi, mate says, so double your OMI units with Pulse Chain airdrop. Can you double your OMI? I don't know if that's possible. John M says, can you talk about the Saturday drop of the Disney characters? I don't know. So am I like a Disney kid? Well, I was a human kid. But as a human kid, I did really like some Disney stuff. But I didn't watch it. Like, I remember my cousin liking Disney Channel. I was more of like a Nickelodeon Cartoon Network type of guy. I remember because my grandma, I was like a PBS kid up until I was like 7. Because she only had like 8 channels. Thank you guys for 100 likes. That means the world. 2, 4, 5, 7, 11, 13. Yeah, she had like 6 channels. I think Pluto would probably be cool because even though these are all animals, like Goofy, Daisy Duck, Donald Duck, Minnie Mouse, and of course Mickey Mouse, even though they're all animals, and out of these, Goofy is the only one to have a son. Mickey, I think, does have nephews, but Goofy is the only one that has a son. He's the only one that has engaged in coitus. And Pluto is the only actual dog animal. Like, he's the only one. The rest of them are animals, but they can talk. But Pluto's the only one so I like Pluto. So I'm going to get Pluto. And I would be damned if Pluto is not a planet. It's a planet, okay? I don't care what people say. I can't believe that's what we're fighting over at some point. But yeah, I like Pluto. So I'm going to get him. Veve Las Vegas, I hope you have a dream of Steve Irwin tonight and saving animals. Oh, I hope so too. Oh, yeah, one day. And we got a super chat coming in from Maxwell saying, I have Go token if you need it. I have a few Go as well. Saving it for when I actually do need to put the OMI on there. Legacy T's talking about DuckTales. Yeah, man, Ducktail, and thank you, Maxwell, for that, letting us know that you have the Go token if we need it. Asaya Sandoval says, should I buy anything in Snipe right now? And what does Thursday mean for Veve app? Well, nothing yet for the Veve app. I mean, currently the Veve app is. I guess it'll switch over to layer 2 like a day afterwards. But again, they're not going to allow staking right away. They're not going to allow OMI to NFT right away. At least I don't think so. I don't think it would be that crazy. But so I sold my Eddie Riso Batman at $19,100, and it's $20,000 now. And that was at 25, so that's really not bad. Todd McFarlane was at 15,000, and it's at 12.3 thousand right now. You know, Joey M was at 2,800, so 1,550. Becky Clunan was at 30 something. She's at 24.98. Again, the Steamboat Willie, the common was like 13.50 at 924. Are any of these announcements really like that? That doesn't become less special. It just becomes you just might have to share the spotlight with some other people, like his friends. But I think he'll be very, very warranted for a while. And again, I know people that are just going to go and be like, hey, I want him. Just because they're Disney people, just because they're Disney family. Spider-Man Secret Rare down to 84.5. Interesting. We got the Ultra Rare I can't see because I have my Ultra Rare listed. I really got to take that down. Steve says, hey, Mr. Pegs, how's it going? Radies Nader says, first appearance of Elektra, first appearance of Elektra as Daredevil. Oh, I was mistaken. First appearance of Elektra as Daredevil. My fault. This is why I leave the comics and crypto and sleep in comics. They're great. Name says, what's the future for Strange Academy Uncommon? Floors 40s, is this good? I have heard that this is a pretty good comic. That being said, I do not have it. I don't know. I mean, it's probably going to be, decent, in the future. But again, I don't really know. Not my forte. Yeah, where was I? TJ says, Randy, Secret Rare Loki on a huge dip. Get in there. I can. I don't have it. I don't have the funds. I looked at that before, the Loki Secret Rare being at 1,900. And I just, I wanted to cry. Because I want it. I see it right now. Number 248. That is. Yeah, I want that so bad. But again, even if I had the gems for it, because I don't sell the Alligator Lokis and I won't sell those, it's not real. Like, yeah, my account is worth a lot because I have a ton of them. But is my account really worth a lot? Because if I don't sell them, then it's not. Yeah, it doesn't really get me anything in the future. I mean, that being said, I still charge, Alligator Lokis for that and for, I guess, the wall as well. And I got 140 of the commons. Those are really cool. Those are $76 now. Again, the common Alligator Lokis literally were at they were at like 136 at one point. It was nuts. So let me check on. I haven't checked on Zombie Hunter, Spider-Man. That's at 1,100. It's probably a good buy. The common Zombie Spider-Man be at 290. It's not bad. All right, uncommon Ben Reilly. Let's see what he's at. See what he's dumped to. 700. He was close to 1,000 at one point. Actual Ben Reilly is 10,200. He was at 18.8. He was literally at 18,800. So with Ben Reilly at 10,200 right now, you're getting something like a lot of percent off. It's probably a pretty good deal. Again, just my opinion. So yeah, there's a lot of other deals to be had. Moving on. Eddie Burham says, you better off buying Fermion token for now. Nah, man. I only have OMI as a crypto. Obadiah Gold Checkle says, I came prepared for Randy's stream today. Got some food. My man, we're eating together. Sorry, 1 second here. Ah! Sorry, I just have a... Oh my god. Alright, okay. Alright, moving on. Ronnie87 says, so come Thursday, we'll be able to put OMI in, but still can't take OMI or gems out, right? Correct. We will not have that for... I don't know how long. I would say... Give it like maybe a couple of months before we're able to get OMI to NFT or transfer OMI out. The gems, I'm not sure. That'll go... might be the same time frame. They might do both at the same time. And again, they'll do the MTL. They'll start that first. They've already started it, but they'll continue to keep that going. And when they're ready to go at full force, they'll probably do both at the same time, just to be able to kind of soften the blow and not make things dump. Because if you're able to buy OMI to NFT and sell your stuff in OMI, again, people that have, let's say, $10,000 in OMI right now, and they have $50,000, suddenly, they got lots of money. And they would probably have no issue spending, $5,000 or $10,000 each, just because that's just a fraction of what they have net worth. And Veve Las Vegas, thank you so much for that unicorn. Those are amazing. All right, we do have a Patreon member shout out. Let me go and get my stuff here. Patreon member shout out. One way or another, together's where we both belong. If we listen to each other's heart, we'll find we're never too far apart. And maybe love is the reason why, for the first time ever, seeing it eye to eye. And that was my Patreon member shout out. Everyone, link down below if you wanted to join and be shouted out, like those peeps. Everyone, we should also follow at Hey David Don and at King Mavs Forever over on the Twitter. You got Standoff Chart and King Mavs over on the Veve app. Kobe Collects and OMI Player 1 over on the YouTube. You got Powers of X #1 over here. You got Kobe Collects down here on this handle. You got Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Golden Assets, Puddin' Cheeks, Veve Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, and Sody Pop Media, all on the YouTube. You got at EQ_crypto, at WetWizardVeve, and Gary O at 1234CA3, all on the Twitter. DerekBrad.com/pages/Veve-photography, AfroDreadLegends.com, YouStayGlassy.store, WoundedWarriorProject.org, and AffinityHypnotherapy.com.au. All other places you should check out. You got Charles Merkel, Veve Darklink, Cavell Anderson, and Veve Vibes, all on the YouTube that I subscribe to, and y'all should too. And you got Mayarden, that the account is currently disabled right now, but we hope that our boy Mayarden is freed soon. Ballin says, enjoyed your land video. Could you see yourself doing some types of metaverse work? You have my vote for Safari Zone Warden. Okay, so... sorry for the dead air, the silence there, but that was a much-needed break in hydration. Y'all should drink more water. That felt so good. So the reference that Ballin says is that in the Pokemon games, there is something called the Safari Zone, where there's no battling. You can only catch wild Pokemon. You can throw rocks at them to like piss them off. You can throw bait at them. You can throw food so they can, nom, nom, nom. You can run away, or you can throw a Safari Ball. They're these special Pokeballs that you only get in the Safari Zone, and you can catch Pokemon there. And there's a warden there that, very few people find him because it's really hard to find. So he gives you an HM, a hidden machine that lets your Pokemon learn special moves. And you can also get some gold teeth. I think the gold teeth are the wardens. Yeah, you find the gold teeth. There's somebody else in there that you can. Maybe I'm misremembering what it was, but either way. I think what he was trying to say, Ballin was trying to say, is that maybe I need some gold teeth and I'll take them out and be warden of Safari Zone or be in charge of it, which would be really fun. If there's a way that Akomi lets me be a part of that, if they let me be a part of the somehow, let's say if we do have Pokemon, if they let me be part of that in a way that like, hey, you're in charge of this, I get it. I'm retired. Like I don't even know if I'd take money for that. I'd be like, let me do it. Or maybe not. Maybe the better way would be to like, hey, you know what? This is anyone could do whatever they want, and then I just say like, okay, well, my talent competition is going to be here. all of these Pokemon are in the audience in case like nobody comes. You're still performing for people. I guess before we're allowed Pokemon, I'll have all my alligator Lokis in the audience to go, and that'd be really cool. If you say, oh, if you have, let's say, like any Steamboat Willies, you get an extra vote, or if you have any secret rare Loki Gators, you get an extra vote. That'd be really cool. I would love to do something like that. I can't wait. Like Pokemon is going to be so heckin' huge. Lassie says Squeeze hasn't started yet. Wait for Thursday or Friday. It's possible. It's possible. But to I guess piggyback on Ballin's point, where he said if you haven't seen my land video, I will be spending $1 million just on land. I will go and stake $50,000 worth of OMI, probably perpetually for always and forever. Ever and a day, that's how long we'll stay. And I will use some on Pokemon, but I will try to do $1 million in land. Maybe I can kind of get away with this. Okay, well I'll put a couple 100,000 in Pokemon, a couple 50,000 in staking, but yeah, I think land it makes the most sense because that's the Pokemon I don't know if I'd really sell, but the land I'm sure I would. There's going to be some plots of land that I would never sell, because that's going to be one will be filled with like alligators, one will be filled with Pokemon, maybe a bunch of but there are a bunch of pieces of land that I'm going to get that's strictly going to be business, strictly going to be rented out, strictly going to be for where I put on like talent shows and talent competitions, or maybe that one because I won't want to sell that. Maybe that one will be kept forever. But there's going to be some that I know. If you haven't seen the video, go watch it. But if we have a DC land in here and they say, oh, hey, you know what? We can't. Let's say they can't do New York. Let's say they can't do Avengers because they have no rights for the Empire State Building and they have no rights for, like downtown in Hell's Kitchen where Daredevil is, or like the Defenders are, or in Harlem where Luke Cage is. Let's say they can't get those rights somehow in there. Although it shouldn't be too hard. Earth 2 got them pretty much. And they say, oh, we could only do fictional places. Well, Metropolis and Gotham are pretty fictional places. And guess what? That'd be pretty cool to have the Daily Planet in your, like, right in your backyard. It'd be cool to have Wayne Tower, like, right in your backyard. You see Wayne Tower right there. Or if we do have, Pokemon and they have Kanto, they have the Kanto region, which is a fictional place. Well, guess what? There's how you get to Cinnabar Island. Guess what? This is how you get on the SSN. And you see the SSN go back and forth into Johto. I would lose my mind. Sorry, I'm getting a little out there. J-Man says, can we convert gems to OMI soon? We will never be able to convert gems to OMI. You'll be able to take your gems and cash them out for fiat, and then buy OMI if you would like. Or you could take your gems and you could buy NFTs and sell them for OMI and then cash out the OMI. But you cannot convert gems to OMI. Mark Uden says, Senior Chavez would be, or Secret Rare Chavez would be a grail. That'd be really fun. I feel like for that, they would really only need to make like a couple hundred of them. Because I don't know. I mean, I would get one, but I don't know how many people would really like have that for life forever. I would love it if they did that with YouTube people. When rideable taps. That'd be great. Or drivable taps. Rideable gives it another dual meaning, which you probably don't want to. Does anyone play RuneScape? I do not. Tyler says, JMan21, probably shortly after migration. Urson Q says, hi. How's it going, Urson Q? How you doing, fam? Steve says, Binance or Coinbase first? Probably Coinbase. Again, I don't expect that first. I expect other things first, but yeah, probably Coinbase before Binance. Andy Barham says, it's on BSC for the Fermion token. Again, I don't... right now, I could not, in good conscience, tell anyone to buy anything other than OMI right now. Shake and Bake says, Randy, what are you buying during this gem squeeze? You the man. Thanks. When the gem squeeze started, I started buying Joe M. Batmans. And then it just continued. It's like, I don't have... So, yeah. Sean Gill says, yo, Randy, where can we store our ERC20 OMI after it converts? Don't want to put it on Veve. Puddin' Cheeks just did a video on where you can do that. So go to Puddin' Cheeks' latest video. Mark Arrow says, you can store it in Trust Wallet on ERC20. Again, but don't when it converts, don't put it on the... I don't have a Trust Wallet on me right now. Could I try to download it? I mean, the best I could tell you to do is if you go to the Play Store and you go to Trust Wallet and you install it and you have it there, it would be. I'm trying to think where it would be. You already have an Akomi layer thing on there, like for OMI, but do not. So after it converts, do not send it back there. If you do, it's probably going to be gone forever. There's another one, and again, Puddin' Cheeks just did a video on that. So go and yeah, go and do that. Go and say, hey, there's a he'll let you know what to do. Where was I? Uncle Always says, save the haircut, Randy. It's a $10 OMI you'd be missing out on. That's true. It's true. Top Kilo says, dip. Eddie Brown says, yeah, Trust Wallet or MetaMask. Arson Q says, OMI is squeezing. OMI do. Oh, is it? Is it keep on? Are we getting a squeeze? I mean, if nobody's selling, like I said, like why would people sell here? Makes 0 sense. 7.8. All right, it do be at 7.8 though. It's kind of got a little, well, right there. I hope it builds a little, little base there. And I think we're at like 12 million for fudge. I'm sorry, guys. I went into someone's Twitter message. I don't know who it was. You're gonna have to message me again because I don't. When I try to, yeah, if I try to go up here, like get like, and I try to click on a thing for a new tab, and I get a notification that I click on it. So let me reset the CoinGecko here. Even on CoinGecko, it says Akomi has recently migrated from their old contract on Go chain to new ERC20 contract. For more information, click here. We have 13.7 million trading volume. We haven't had that in a while. So there's a lot. There's a lot that do be going on right now. Giovanni Days, realistically, we want OMI to be cheaper for this drop coming Saturday. Probably. Spider Zero says, it was there when they first put out the tweet on Veve for all the characters. I don't know if it was, man. I'm not calling you a liar. I just don't feel like it was. I'm hearing it's going to be a big drop. I hope so. Edward says, of course, it's Randy's Randy's probably going to dump. Never dump. As it's still early on that for me, on that Fermion token. Yeah, I'll look into it at some point. Sarah Ricci says, LOL, Dashy so wise. I know, right? Nick Brett says, what's up, Randy? So making a Go Chain account and purchasing a Go Chain coin is a must for this migration, correct? Yes. If you have it on Trust Wallet and you want to move it to either the Veve app or an exchange, you do need some Go tokens, yes. Or like one or two. Like you don't need like $100 worth. You might need like $1 worth or something like that. It's really not a lot. Eric Gonzalez has just bought 1.3 million. Oh, me, let's get this bread, Eric. Be a millionaire if you're not already. Be a millionaire at some point this decade. Mariano Lavaghi says, thoughts on prices for the Mickey and Friends drops? I need to wait for the Medium article because I don't know how many mints they're going to be. I hope a lot. They said playing cards? First appearance cards? Oh, I can't wait for that. Yeah, excuse me. Rich Hems is a Comey tweet. You have less than 24 hours to move tokens for the automatic swap options. Hey-o. Oh, man, says, do you believe we can be on 100 exchanges? Are there 100 exchanges to be out there? I believe we'll be on every... Oh, God. Bless me. I believe we'll be on every major and minor exchange. Everyone is going to want us. Absolutely everyone. Mariano says, thoughts on prices for Mickey and Fred? Yeah, I have zero idea. I don't know yet. Phonon says, Randy about to be a millionaire again. I am. I was before. I am now. It's a good day. It's a good day. Panty Girl says, what's a good collectible for the short term? Trying to flip my way to ultra rare Steamboat Willie. I need 2K. I have 3K gems to work with. Honestly, it's gonna be hard because that's probably gonna be one of the ones that's gonna move a lot. Honestly, try the Joe M. Batman, and I'm only gonna think of ones that I know are down by like a lot. Try the Zombie Hunter Spider-Man. Try the Ben Reilly Spider. Oh, if you only have 3,000 gems, hang on. If you only have 3,000 gems, hang on. For short-term flips, I'd rather not do Disney or Marvel because they have such a high fee. So honestly, Alligator Loki, if it wasn't for the fee, I would say buy that 1900 alligator Loki right now, the secret rare. But because it has that fee, I would say go with a Joey M Batman because that's at 1550 and it was at 2800 at one point. So the Joey M Batman is looking good. Go to the brands again here real quick and take a look at say Jim Lee the Joker. What's that? That's 1400. Not terrible. Not terrible. First appearance Harley Quinn, 870. That's probably pretty good also. So maybe first appearance Harley Quinn, first appearance Joker, a Joey M Batman. Those are probably good right now for a short term flip. Maybe Joey M is probably going to be the better one, and then again Secret Rare Alligator Loki because that's already been more than double. So those ones are pretty good. JQ says, hi Randy, do I buy OMI tonight or wait till Thursday/Friday? Any price prediction for the next 3 to 5 days? I don't know. I mean, again, we haven't really gone over that 0.0085 like in like a year, and you know, if you buy it now and you leave it on an exchange, that's probably fine. Again, if I had an extra $100,000, yeah, I'd buy here, knowing that we just had a large pump. We might go down a little bit before we ascend higher, but. Sorry, I have a Patreon member that had shared this. It's the alligator Loki. It's like I already shared it on the VV feed. That's so great. That's so awesome. I love that. But over the next 3 to 5 days, I don't know. It could go down to 0.007. We could break all-time highs, go to 0.00, not all-time highs. We could break through the 0.0085 barrier, go to 0.009. I don't know what will happen. Again, because even though the migration happens, that does not mean we're on exchanges. It's not. So it could mean that, again, I think we'll have to wait a couple weeks into February before we actually get listed. Will we have a announcement that first week of February? Probably. We'll probably have an announcement that first week. So next 3 to 5 days, it might be kind of in limbo like this. But again, once we get on listing, you'll never see it under a penny again. Even if we have crazy bear market, like everything dumps again like it did, but even then, there's just so much that's going to go into this. Usman versus Woodley, I don't know what that is. Damon says, how it's Randy, aside from Alligator Loki, what do you consider a great affordable stack? Aside from the common affordable stack, that's again, if you're talking about the common, because again, if secret rare, then if you're talking about the secret rare, then like I said, Joey M Batman is better. Jim Lee Joker, Bruce Timm Harley Quinn, those are very good. See what Nightwing's at, because he was really high the other day. I feel like Nightwing was at like 4K the other day. Now he's at 2.8. Probably not bad to get a couple of him. Batman Who Laughs, I think, was at like what 600. He's at 400 now. Batman Who Laughs, really not bad. I'm trying to think of others. Yeah, like I said, with the short-term flips, I really would like to stick with DC. Or just non-Marvel, Disney, non-James Bond. I mean, James Bond you probably don't want anyway. Andrew G says, after 27 January, you can't stake OMI anymore to reach tiers. Well, they haven't given you the option to stake yet. So they'll let you know when you're going to be able to do that. But Azera says, what do you think about BV doing horror genre characters like Scream, Freddy, Jason? I would go insane, dude. You're missing Michael Myers there. But yeah, I think that'd be great. Freddy vs. Jason is a fantastic movie. I was asked today, what are your top 5 favorite movies? And all I'm thinking of is like Infinity War is really good. Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island's really good. And yeah, those are my favorite. Like heck off, those are my favorites. Like those are some really cool movies. I'm thinking Pokemon. Maybe those aren't my favorites though. I watch them like a lot. And I mean, I get it. Some people would say like, the classics. They would say like Shawshank Redemption. They'd say like Goodfellas. Like say like The Godfather. Like Rocky. Oh, maybe Rocky 4 is like one of my favorites. Rocky 2 and Rocky 4. Those are so good. Those are so good. Rocky 4 is a little corny when they have like it gets a little corny because they have like that robot in there. But oh god, it's so good, dude. Rambo, dude. Like again, I couldn't think of the gym because the blood was not in my head. But yeah, you referring to Woodley's mom? I'm not sure what that means. Spider Zeros, what do you think about the VV? Oh yeah, horror. Like I said, it'd be great. Tyler says add energy. Producer staking begins after the migration. I don't think you can. Yeah, you can't stake yet, and I don't know when they'll allow us to stake. PW says if companies like Disney plan to use the OMI token in their metaverse, that would be insane. Seems fairly plausible, dude. If they were to do that, the burn would just be redonkulous. I remember the first time. Maybe I could find it. I might not be able to, but I'll try. The first time that Uncle Jeremy, this is Uncle Roger. The first time that Uncle Jeremy heard me on a tweet or heard me on a Spaces was in September. I can't show it to you, just for privacy, but he just sent me 2 hearts and 2 check marks, like saying like, "Good job, brother," and he follows me. And that was like when I knew. He, what was this? Yeah. So that's when I knew it would be huge. After he heard me talk on a space, he gave me like the hearts and the 2 check marks, and we did talk a little bit about it, but in that one message, he was just saying like, "Hey man, welcome, and you're among friends." Like it just. The type of people that are on this that help out is just so amazing. Bet on the horse or bet on the jockey, doesn't matter. We got the best of both, and yeah, it is plausible that Disney and other things. Like I said, I guarantee you there will be at least a couple of other projects that use OMI. Again, Fish already do. Brock McBlockchain, our favorite bread cat. That the CEO of Fishes, he has accepted OMI in the past. I don't know if he still does, but he has done that already. There's going to I've accepted OMI for Pokemon cards, OMI for NFTs. There's going to be other companies, I guarantee it, that use OMI. Guarantee it, like 3 to 5 companies maybe. Will Disney be one of them? I don't know. It's a huge ask, but it's possible. It's very possible. Where was I here? Cloudjack says, "Hey Randy, good evening to you, my friend. Good evening." And again, even if Disney doesn't use OMI in their metaverse, they don't need to. Like it's so much use already. Kook says, "Can't find a buyer for my 95 mint Mickey. Where to find one? And have to heavily discount it. And they probably would not want to give OMI. They might give like Bitcoin or Ethereum or something." Inferno says, "Howdy." Peter Hoya says, "That's a great question. Very awesome, Randy answer." Thank you, Peter. Thank you for the super chat. J-Man says, "I'm definitely going to be converting a lot of gems to OMI when the ability is there." I'm going to be converting a lot of gems to OMI. Well, again, you cannot do that. You will not be able to convert gems to OMI, but you can cash out gems to fiat and then use the fiat to buy OMI, and then you'll be able to take your gems, buy NFTs with it, and then sell the NFT for OMI. That's one way you could kind of convert without converting it. Mariano Lodge says, "Thoughts on prices for the Mickey and French?" I don't know. I wish I knew. I'll have a video on that at some point. Andrew G says, "Gotcha." Oh, so Halal says Nintendo doesn't own Pokemon. Yeah, it's a Pokemon company, but it is all under the umbrella of the Nintendo. Trade Crypto says, "Sorry, am I missing something? Quid isn't NFTs though, I thought they were digital trading cards, gifts, or stickers. Correct me if I'm wrong." I mean, I'm trying to think of other reasons why some of these things aren't first appearances, and I think Quid is the only real explanation that I'm seeing. Unless somebody else can correct me. I don't know. Again, I thought they were different also, but again, if they weren't, then why are some of these not first appearances and they're only first editions? So that's why I'm kind of thinking, oh yeah, maybe. Halal says they don't own its Pokemon company. Cloud just says Becky Batman being 2,500 seems pretty low as well. Yeah, Becky Batman was at like Becky Cluna was at like 3,800 at one point. Yeah, it says it was just 3,600 last I checked. Yeah. Dito says Nintendo only has a percentage. Yeah, right. Gerardo Preciado says, hey everyone, question. When I move my tokens only from Trust Wallet to Bit4X, I only leave it in wallet or spot. That's been asked a lot. I don't know. Most people are saying wallet though. It should probably be fine with both, but most people are saying wallet. So I would keep it in the wallet. But again, I don't know. I'm not putting it on there. How says Nintendo definitely has some ownership. Halal says Nintendo's parent company is technically a separate. Yeah, I mean, but you know. Maxwell says at Gerardo Preciado, you can leave it in the wallet. You will need to move it to the spot if you plan to trade. Jayco says, what do you think about Batman vs. Croc? It's cool. I'm gonna get one at some point. Kyle says, Mr. Pag still up in here? I don't know. I don't know if he is. Mike Molina says, hey, do you think common Spider-Man first appearance high mint count at 32,000 will affect his future growth compared to others? It's Spider-Man. Everyone will still want it. Crazy Dave says, oh man, was waiting for tax return to get that 1,500 more OMI. It's a few more weeks. Road to 1 million. I hope you get there. Oh, water is so good. Crypto Superhero says, I just completed the Ultraman set, only 1950 in the world, first edition Ultraman. Hope you have a set, brother. I actually do not. I'm a failure. I had it at one point. I just don't anymore. Purple says, Real Randy Chavez just got a DeLorean. Heyo, get it, Z Purple, get it. Good job. Pishazo says that Crypto Superhero is it first appearance or first edition? I don't know. I forget which ones. Oh no, first appearance. Third. Baby Vision says, I'm ready for the yacht trip. Oh, the yacht. Again, when I said when we reach $5, I'm going to rent out like a cruise ship or a giant yacht. We're all just going to party for a couple days. Dino Lang says, yes, yacht trip with Randy. Cole K is WNBA versus NBA. We got Arena Football League. That's what it is. Semi-pro football, I guess. Semi-pro football versus the just the regular NFL. Joey Lingui says, when we'll be able to go to Immutable after the 27th? I have no idea yet. They will tell us in due time. Donna Pav says, at Justin, Coinbase holding some of mine too. Was hoping to get another nice bag before it skyrockets. Again, buy it at 0.0058 or 0.0078. Is it going to matter when we're at 10 cents? You know, like I said, I'd still buy here. Knowing that we could drop because I know where we're going in the future. Anthony Deo says, was it a mistake that I traded my common Steamboat Willie for 2 ultra rare storms? Let me think. Take a look, see. The ultra rare storms. Well, she'd be at 500 right now. And the common, I mean, short term, you got the. Oh, got a slightly better deal because she's equal to 1,000, and the common, I think this is like 950 or 924. So short term, you got the better deal, but long term, I don't know. I mean, that's animated, the one that you got. So hope for you. How was I? Jake McGuire says, what's worth getting? Cigarette Loki versus Homer and Bert, financially speaking. Homer and Bart they're a golden moment. They're very good. They will continue to go up steadily. They're much more safer. They're like, let's say they'd be in like, you know, if golden Disney moments are like a group of stocks, they're like FANG. They'd be like Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google. Like or maybe they'd be like the S&P 500. Golden moments might be like the S&P 500, which they always, most years they do grow gradually. Every now and then they'll go down, but for the most part, on a long-term scale, that will make you money. Golden moments will probably make you money. I feel like Alligator Loki is like a swing trading tech stock. Could be up crazy one day, be down crazy the next day. How far down can this go? I don't know. You know, it was 4K at once, and now this one's at 1,900. And it's first appearance Loki. There's only 800 of them. And 13% of them are locked up that cannot be sold because they won't be sold. I don't know if I could say that for Homer. Again, I've had Homer before. Probably get him again. Again, it depends what you want. If you want slow, steady growth that you know is gonna, not really gonna dump as much as others. It won't go crazy high as much as others, but it will steady growth. Then get the home run Bart. If you want to risk it and you don't know when, I mean, what's more likely going to grow to $1,000 first? I think the secret rare alligator Loki will grow $1,000 before Homer does, because it's already been double where it is now. So I would get the secret rare alligator Loki, knowing that it could go zero at any time. But again, that's what I would do. Again, I have 16 secret rare alligator Lokis. I don't have any Homers. Where was I? Here. Nick Brett says 0.006 for me. Oh, you got in a bunch there. Very nice. ML says Veve is one of the only crypto-related projects actually making sense. Making millions with its use case. Yeah, it's making a ton. It'll make hundreds of millions. It's gonna make so much. I can't wait. Donna Pav says, so are you not doing the swap right now? I have a little bit in the app, but no, I'm not doing the swap. I'm gonna wait. Claudia says, how do you know every pop culture reference? I heard that Sly Borat reference. I love it. King of the castle, king of the castle. I'm king of the castle, I'm king of the castle. That was a Ruby reference. The one I just did. So back in the day, I didn't, again, when my grandma only had like 7 or 8 channels, and I had dial-up internet till I was in high school, I watched a lot of television. I watched a lot of movies. I had a girlfriend that was very into 80s movies, so I watched a lot of like Breakfast Club. I watched a lot of 80s movies back in the day, because that's what she liked. And when you're young and you want to, you do what the girl likes. You do what they like. Those are good times. So I tell you, first girlfriends teach you a lot. They teach you to be patient, because they take like 3 hours to get ready to go out, which I still do not understand. I still do not understand that at all. Bathrooms, they're great. Wouldn't change it for the world. But yeah, when I was young, I just didn't open a book in a book. Yeah, or some Q was reading Rainbow. Pop culture references I watched a lot of television when I was younger. Maxwell, the $5 super chat, saying that he has Go token if you need it. Legacy T's DuckTales. In an episode of DuckTales in the reboot, they actually were playing the song that I sang. Listen to each other's heart. Lori Brenner says, I've never heard Go token mentioned so often as the past week. People buying OMI, yeah. And Lori Brenner gets some if you don't have any. If you have it in trust wallets and you need to send it to the app or exchanges, again, you need like a couple dollars worth. Not a ton. Mike says, let's be real, Superman had been getting no love lately. He had been getting no love. It'll be up again at some point. And Elias, Superman keeps looking like a buy for sure, 100%. Uncle Mike's Cryptonomics says, Randy, love your YouTube. Do you think OMI will jump this Thursday? The old farmer. I don't know. I mean, probably not, because again, nothing's really changing about the token. It's still very, very hard to buy. And even on Thursdays, it's going to halt trading for what, like 9 hours, 12 hours, 15 hours? I don't know. It's going to halt trading for a while. So it's going to be no volume. And then, even after trading resumes, it's still not going to be on these major exchanges yet. We actually might not get the major exchanges until March. We might only get two. We might only get 2 in February. We might get 3, but we might only get 2. And maybe they're on exchanges that aren't, crazy. That maybe they're just like, okay, it's like an OKEX, or okay, it's like another Bitforex. And let's say we get the major ones in March. I don't know, but if any of them, any of the 2 to the 3 that we get are KuCoin, Kraken, Gemini, Crypto.com, if it's any of those guys, Crypto.com, if one of them is Coinbase, oh my God, to the freaking moon. Dino Lion says, not enough funds, but I wish. There's says, I think Alpha Flight comics are still undervalued. Low edition counts in circulation. They might. Dino Lion says, cool to hear because I have 2 low mints of those. Nice. David Z saying, Randy, what stocks do you own? I will answer that while I get some water. My body. My legs. So back in 2020, late 19, early 2020, I got into a couple of stocks. I dabble. I was normal with it. I was like, okay, I'll get a little bit of SPY, a little VOO, be diversified, get some Uber, get some of the, and get some Teledoc, and I eventually started really getting into it, and it's like, okay, well, when I really started looking at these companies, especially the S&P 500, it's like a lot of these companies, they're old. They're just old. They were not good. They had carried a lot of debt, and I was looking at them like I was looking like the companies that I was investing in, like for real life. Because I had a high risk lending business, and I would lend money out to other business owners, saying, okay, well, what does their balance sheets look like? What the profit and loss, And I was like, this is not good. So early 2020, like right before the pandemic, I started buying some Tesla because they were really innovative, very, very disruptive. I started buying Square, started buying Illumina, Lemonade. I started buying a bunch of these companies, and then, Fastly was another one. Each tech and each in their own field. And then when the pandemic happened, I was like, okay, and most everything went down. Mostly I was loading up on Square and Tesla. And I had a little bit of Illumina. I kept my Illumina, I kept my Fastly, I kept my I kept the other ones, but I started selling others. So I was like, okay, well, what has the most upside from here? And it's like, okay, well, probably Tesla. So I sold my SPY, I sold the VOO, and then I was like, well, Uber will still probably do good, short term, but long term it will get completely disrupted and outdated by Tesla's full self-driving. So I sold that, and I bought more Tesla. And eventually I was like, okay, well, a lot of these, they're going up, so I'll keep. So I kept Tesla, I kept Illumina, Square, Fastly, and one other thing, and Lemonade. Eventually, did with the Lemonade, Illumina had hit its high and came down. I was like, all right, I'll get rid of Illumina, got rid of Fastly, and I really just had Square and Tesla left. I was like, Tesla, because what's going to get me the bigger return was Tesla. So eventually, I only had Tesla, and then I had Tesla until last year, and I sold it all for OMI. I will probably never get back into stocks again. Maybe if SpaceX or Neuralink has a IPO, I would buy them. But for the most part, crypto just grows so much quicker. So much quicker. Yeah. Samuel Niazbakshi says, any new system Veve will bring in to reduce both from nabbing a good chunk of the collectibles on the drop and off the marketplace. Hang on a second. I have S1. Okay, there we go. Yeah, they're gonna bring in go into like a queue. Like you go into a queue, it doesn't matter when you press it. As soon as you can, or 5 seconds later, they'll bring into a queue and they'll pick stuff at random. So yeah, that's what they'll do. And that'll help with bots further. JB says, OMI might jump to number 61 soon. It might. It was a 69 the other day. That was great. T-Spill says, way to stay neutral, Randy. Trying. It says, I think I need help. I watch nothing but Veve/OMI content all day long. Well, Austin, I don't... Maybe you do. Sorry, another big hydration moment there. Maybe you do need help. Maybe we all need... I mean, the type of... Well, I remember seeing this one guy, some like Discovery documentary, or maybe it was Nat Geo, well, whatever it was. It was this guy that had some OCD, and this was like 15 years ago. It was like way before any pandemic, and he had some OCD, and he's like, I just don't want to get sick. Getting sick is the worst, and it sucks. And he says like he even has like a beach house, or not a beach. He even has like a pool house where he would go, where either if his wife or any of his kids got sick, it's like, nope, I'm going in here for 10 days until y'all get better, until this whole place is clean. And he says, all right, this is what you do. And again, this was like 15, 20 years ago. He would go into the bathroom, like just taking out his pinky, trying to open the door with his foot, whatever it was. And then he would, like bang back before there were automatic hand things. He would either, roll it so the towel comes out, or he would bang it, so the towel comes out. He would go to the bathroom, he would wash his hands, he would grab that towel that he originally did, dry his hands, use that to open the door, and then, throw away the towel. It's like, see, now I washed my hands and I didn't have to touch anything, and now I'm good to go. And at the time, it was like, all right, a little weird, and he was, very OCD, and And somebody asked him, like, there's like ways and medicines and therapies where you don't have to live like that. Like you can change that. And the guy says, like, I like being like this because I like knowing that I'm taking care of myself. I like being efficient. And I don't know if I've really had this conversation with my girlfriend yet. Well, I have a couple times where I guess, yeah, why do I have 200 people here tonight? And a lot of the nights that I stream is because I feel like a lot of people that watch this are very similar to me in that, and you, where they say, like, oh, we do nothing but watch OMI and Veve content. Yeah, shout out to Taps Trade. Shout out to Me Home that super chatted Taps Trades this morning on his stream. And it says, like, hey, we're coming in from Randy's channel. And then Taps says, like, oh, dude, Randy's like my favorite live streamer. I was like, like, it made me so happy. But most of my waking hours, like, even when I'm at the gym, again, my friend Jackson can tell you, like, yeah, he's on his phone, like he's texting in between sets. So people text me, I have to get caught up on stuff, notifications. So most of my waking hours have to do with the app, have to do with this. People get really hyper fixated on things, and that is not balance. And it's not. It is. You're probably going to be much healthier if you say, hey, you know what? Take an hour in the morning. Do what you got to do. Check the market, check the Twitter. Take an hour at night if you want to watch someone. Check the market while watching someone. That's fine. But the rest of the day, again, most people have to work. Most people are like, they have to work at 8 hours a day. They have to commute. And it's probably a lot better for your balance of your life to go to the gym and go out with friends and spend time with your wife or girlfriend or husband or kids and dog. Yeah, again, if I had a dog, I could not be doing this right now because that would not be fair. I'd maybe take my dog for a run in the morning, and then that would not be fair to my dog if I had one. Girlfriend has one. Kind of consider her dog. So it's probably not fair, and there probably is something maybe not right about some of us. But I mean, I think in the future, when we all have hundreds of thousands and millions and tens of millions of dollars, I think the small sacrifices that we're making now, which again, we're having good times. Like it's fun being like, hey, I bought it down here. I bought it for like $400. It's like $1,200 now. I love this game. It's fun saying like, yeah, I bought OMI at like half a penny or 2/10 of a penny. It's at like 4/5 of a penny now. I love this game. Like it's so much fun doing that. In the grind, in the hustle. I love it. When I retired last year, I was like, oh, like I remember there was 2 times in my life where I literally sat on my bed and like was like a kid. I was like, hey! Like I was like a kid on Christmas. Like, it was when I after similar to when I first joined the military. Is like after basic training, after tech school, after like several months of being told like basically having no freedoms and just having like, hey, this is basically called where to eat, when to poop, when to do whatever. I get to my first duty station, and I remember the guy, Senior Airman Richardson at the time. He was staff eventually. He might be tech now. He might be out now. I don't know. He's like, yeah, we did a lot of in-processing today. Just chill here. Just come back, early tomorrow. And it was the first time where I remember not having to report to anyone. And I was like, wait, so I don't have to like do anything? Like I could like go to the gym. I could like go out like get pizza. Like I don't have to like go anywhere, like report it. I was like, and he goes like, nah, man, you're free. And I was like, I remember just like, thank you. And he closed the door. I remember sitting on my bed. I was like, ha, ha. Like I felt so good. And the only other time when I was like that was when I had a good talk with one of my best friends, Dan, as a business partner, and I was on my bed. Afterwards, and I was like, hey, I'm kind of retired now. I can't do it anymore. I'm done. He says, okay, we have a good talk, long talk. Again, he's still one of my best friends in life. And I remember saying a bit because again, for those of you that don't know that we're not here, and I know this has like next to nothing to do with OMI, although it kind of does. I will get back to it in a second. From the end of 2020 through, or actually through, yeah, from the end of 2020 through all of, actually it was the end of 2019. I started in 2019 in March of 2019, starting YouTube with Pokemon and Tesla, and I grinded through for a long time. I was doing videos. I had a girlfriend. I had 2 businesses. I was trying to work out, and I was working like 16, 18 hours a day. So finally, when that was all over, after I was like literally, and I'll get to that super chat in a second. And that's the only other time when I was like, I'm done, I'm retired. I don't have to work anymore. And I was so excited, and I was literally in my bed like, and it made me happy for a while. But then I realized I am actually happiest when I'm building something. And I think a lot of us here are too. I think we're happiest when we're here, when we're in the trenches, we're in the groove, we're in the hunt, working towards that next big goal. So yeah, we might need help, but I hope we don't change. I hope they don't give it to us. I hope we can stay like this forever, because this is fun. Anyway, I'm gonna get to that super chat right now. Sorry for the delay. Kobe Collects, what up, brother? How you doing today? What did we eat? I'm doing very, very well, Kobe Collects. I ate a lot. I ate a bunch of Taco Bell this morning. I ate a giant protein shake after workout. A lot of legs, some abs. Had some Chinese food over there. Got some water over here. I have something to send you for chat giveaway. Okay, Kobe Collects. All right, you want to send me that chat? You want to send me that good stuff? Nope, that's my wallet. Go to the QR code. Kobe Collects. That is for y'all. I guess we're going to do a giveaway for Kobe Collects right here. And Peter Hoy, thank you so much for that super chat with the little ball with the puffs, that cheerleader. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Peter Hoy. It's Kobe Raid. Kobe Raid. Peter Hoy says you're very human, bro. Thank you for just being you, mate. Oh, dude, thank you, fam. Thank you, fam. Thank you, Kobe Collects Raids. Thank you, Peter Hoy. Hey, we're getting raid. I love this. I love this game. I don't know where I was beforehand. But yeah, so as soon as I get that, I will do a giveaway from the Code Meister. Dude Meister. Email from Coinbase. That's interesting. All right. Where was I? Cloud Checks. Hey, Randy, good to see you, my friend. Yes. Good to see you as well. Oh, what's up? I did that. Those super chats. Those are great. Parent company. Crazy Dave. Yep. Went through that super chat. I'm actually not that far behind. Going through the Arena League football. Going through Maxwell. That super chat. Thank you so much. Cool to hear 2 minutes of those. New system. When will Gate.io do the swap? I don't know. They haven't said. They haven't said if they would do the swap. 99 Crypto says OMI at 0.0078. Let's freaking go! Let's get this bread! Oh, Sid Moxazuma says Ultra Rare Ben Riley or Ultra Rare Peter Parker and why? I mean, Ultra Rare Ben Riley has been at 18.8 and now it's at like 10.4 or 10.2. You know what? I'm going to go to my market listings and I'm going to take off my Ultra Rare Spider-Man. It was at 26,000. Again, that because I had a sub 100, but I'm gonna take that off just so I can look at the prices of the ultra rare. Oh, it's a 10.7. Ben Riley's been higher. It's really hard because Ben Riley is the scarcest one, but the Peter Parker one is animated, even though it has like 4x more. 4x more, but I think the ultra rare has a lot of room to grow. Like at least being another $10,000. But again, the Ben Riley Spider-Man was already up there. It was already at 18.8 at one point, and now it's at 10.2. 10,000, 200. And that's got let's say take that 10, it goes up to 15.5 if you get the first 10, and then the modern ultra. Take out that 10, and then it goes up to 15. It's very, very close. It honestly, it's a coin flip, and I don't know. Short term, I would say Ben Riley, and oh my god, I just looked up, and I had an extra $200 there. So let me, from the RPM 87 says, Batman versus Killer Croc, 3 of them versus Spider-Man Common versus Wonder Woman. Well, the Batman Killer Croc, if you have three of the Batman Killer Croc, versus Spider-Man Common versus Wonder Woman, I would say, and first off, thank you so much for that $199 or that $200 super chat, because I think that's the biggest. No, it's like either way, that's very, very, wow, that's amazing. I mean, the Spider-Man Common, Batman Killer Croc is time. If you're getting 3 of those versus a common, I think the common Spider-Man, I would rather get that over the Wonder Woman. Because it does have more room to grow. I know, I get it. There's a lot more. There's like 3x time, like more than 3x times more of the Spider-Man Common than there is Wonder Woman. But that Spider-Man is just like, that is the statue. That is one of the, that is what, as soon as you open the Veve app, that's one of the things. He's like coming out of the phone. And, you know, Wonder Woman is kind of cartoonish. You know, they're both first appearances. And again, Wonder Woman is great, and you don't have as high a fee. But, you know, when in doubt, go with, like, liquor before beer, go with Spider-Man. Like, you know, and yeah, again, the Killer Crocs are fun and they're great. And I'm going to get one because it has to have a croc, which is similar to alligators. I'm sorry, that super chat is amazing, but Batman vs. Killer Croc. I mean, again, if you're gonna get 3 of those, or you're gonna get 3 of each of them, I'm not sure exactly what that was, but the importance of getting 3 Killer Crocs versus those is that, well, you have 3 of them, yeah, and you're gonna spend. I mean, what are they now? $1,400. Let's take a look. See. Nope, that was a strange giveaway. Nope, that's comics. All right, let's see. Here's the drop. Yeah, so you'd spend a total of, well, one is $14.95. I hate it when that happens. It's $14.94 and $14.93. Okay, so $14.94 times 3, you're looking at about $44.82. And at $44.82, I think there's a story, the RPM 87. There's a story in called The Long Fall by Walter Mosley, and it's a book. I think it's a New York Times bestseller. Anyway, in the book, this guy Leonid McGill is a black 50-something-year-old ex-boxer, and he's a private detective, and he has a, you know, part of his defense is that he's a couple inches shorter and a few shades darker than, you know, what a man is like supposed to be like, you know, so he says in the book. And, you know, and people don't know that he's a boxer because he's a little overweight. And, you know, that he uses that to his advantage. People don't think twice of him because he's short, he's a little chunky, and, you know, you know, they probably think he's unintelligent. They think, you know, whatever. And because he dresses in the way in which, you know, he has that look of like, yeah, people think I'm one way, but I'm really like smarter than most people, and he is, and, you know, again, private detective, and he's more athletic than most people, and he's in an elevator with this one guy that he's about to do a business deal with, and these 2 girls, and 2 girls are like 20-something years old, you know, really young and pretty, and this one lady says, this one girl says to him, it's like, "You're a boxer, aren't you?" And he's like, "Excuse me?" It's like, "Yeah, I can tell." It's like, look at your knuckles. And he has, kind of like me, a little bit of scarred knuckles. And he's like, "These could be from bar fights." And she says, "Nah, I could tell the way your relaxed shoulders are. You know, like the way your shoulders are." Says, "My old man was a fighter. Held a belt for a couple months too." And he has this internal dialogue where he says he couldn't believe it. This girl, 20-something-year-old, you know, drunk party chick, just broke through half of his defenses without even trying, just because, like, she's like, he was just wowed by it. And he gave her his card, which had his real number on it, which he answered sometimes. and says, "Give me a call. We should go out." Or she asked for it, whatever, and he agrees. And the guy next to him is like, "Wow, you really did. You gonna call her?" And he says, "No. The highlight of our relationship was just now in this elevator." And I know that was a long-winded story, but it does matter here because I think the highlight of the Croc first appearance was just now. I think the highlight of, again, will it probably go up in the future? Yeah, sure. It's a really cool battle pose. And again, I'm going to get one just because it has the Croc. Not because I think it's, I mean, it's cool, but the highlight was just now. It had dumped from like $2,200 down to here. Again, not dumped, but 2,200 to like 1,400. And it could go lower. What is going to be affected less with these amazing higher IPs? It's the ones that people really, 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 really like the Grails, or first appearance Spider-Man, or first appearance Wonder Woman. So I would say no. I would say go with Spider-Man. I know that was a long-winded response, but you gave me a $200 super chat, so you deserved the full Chavez brain access mode on that. And I maybe you just didn't want that. Maybe like, hey, real quick, here's $200. What do I get? And maybe I just messed you up, and I'm sorry. But I would say Spider-Man over those two, and that's why. So yeah, I got another super chat in the meantime. Peter Hoy, give me those thumbs up. Give me that super chat. Thank you so much. And it says, I have 3 Batman Killer Crocs, 1 Spider-Man, and 1 Wonder Woman. Okay, so if you have those, Batman versus Killer Croc times 3. Wait, so what was the question? Was there a question? The RPM. I'm gonna look here. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I don't think there was a question. It was just that's what you have. Oh my god. Well, that's amazing that you have that. Do you actually who's going to win in a fight? Because if so, I will give you another one because you deserve it. So I love Spider-Man, and Wonder Woman is going to be so hard to beat. Killer Croc would probably lose to Spider-Man fairly easily. And definitely Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman's just so strong. Like, she is unbelievably strong, and she kills her enemies. Like she even says in one comic book, she's like, why don't I have a lot of enemies? Unlike Batman or like Superman, because when I have a problem, I deal with that problem. And she like flexes her sword, and she's like, I was like, oh. So yeah, she goes pretty hard. But Spider-Man holds back. In Superior Spider-Man, Doc Ock learns that Spider-Man is, he punches with the full force of, he gets into Spider-Man's body, punches with full force, and he takes one of the enemies. I think it was actually Lizard guy. I forget the dude's name. The Lizard guy takes his jaw clean off, and he's like, "Oh, Spider-Man's been holding back because this is." So Spider-Man does hold back, and he's extraordinarily strong, but Wonder Woman is a goddess. Like, she is... That is, like, the strongest woman character in DC. Now, that being said, Death Battle did a thing on her, for her versus Rogue, and Rogue is very strong also, not nearly as strong as Wonder Woman, but if she touches Wonder Woman, then she gets her ability. So she gets her strength, she can fly, and she would win, but... So again, the RPM, I didn't know 100%. Oh, it said yes, thank you. Okay, well, anyway, I hope those were sufficient, because that was the giant super chat. So thank you so much. I'm gonna get back to the rest of the where I was at before. Yes, okay. John says, I have the streams playing in my shirt pocket out loud all day. There you go, buddy. C-Spill says, will it all fall again tomorrow after the announcement? The NFTs or the OMI? I don't know. Who knows? Choff says, hey guys, does anybody know when Gate.io did swap? I have no idea. Bitforex and Ascendex should do it soon. I know OKEX will do it. Your OMI will be locked up for a couple weeks on there, but they will get that done. But Gate.io, I don't think Gate.io got back to them. So I think they said Bitforex or Sendex. News Now Marijuana says Safari Zone is the only place to catch Rhyhorn egg out and Kangaskhan. I didn't know you can get Rhyhorn eggs. I didn't know you could do that. Oh no, you meant execute, and execute. Yeah. So like Rhyhorn eggs. I'm thinking like what? But yeah, Rhyhorn execute. Well, in I guess in blue and yellow and red, because you can get them in Victory Road in gold and silver and crystal. Rhyhorn, but yeah, execute's so good also. Not execute, executor is good because it's a good grass type Pokemon and it's and no psychic moves. I really like executor. Yeah, Kangaskhan's really good too. Again, especially in the later generations, can know return, it can know Comet Punch, it can know Body Slam. I really like all of them. Samuel Niazbakshi says, any chance we could see a resurrected Superman with a beard? Yes, I cannot wait for that. I don't know if they have to. They have to give that to us. They have to. I will be damned if they don't give them to us. News Now says, whatever. Augustin says, can you buy land outright as well, or is taking the only way to get it? I don't know. They do it one of two ways. They could be like, okay, well, if you stake at this tier, let's say at the 50,000 tier, you'll be able to get first pick of land. And then they could say, you need to do a certain amount of staking in order to get land. Or they could say, like, hey, anyone can get land, but these guys get first, these guys get second. And then that land is for everyone else. Maybe be like a draft. I think that'd be great if it was like a draft pick. Sports guys will get this. They say, like, okay, well, let's say if you're 5th in the draft pick, then you say, okay, well, this guy's going to get, we're number 5. So these 4 guys, what do they need? This guy needs an outfielder. This guy needs a center fielder. This guy needs a first baseman. This guy needs a pitcher. And then what do we need? Well, we actually need all those guys, but you know what? We could also really use, a shortstop. So assuming that these guys are going to get this, and this, who's our next pick going to be? And then they go down the line and they say, okay, who are they? So, or maybe, somebody can play defense. We'll get this person, so this person gets that person, and then we could trade, type of deal. So if they did a draft pick like that, and your place in line, yes, I am number, what does SpongeBob say, 309. I'm number 309 in line, and nobody forget it. And somebody puts an egg that says like 339, and then it hatches, and then SpongeBob goes all crazy. Yeah, they would. That would be great if they did that. I don't know how they're going to do it, but there's a bunch of different ways that they can. And one of the ways that they can would be that. Again, it would benefit me if they said, hey, anyone that's at the $50,000 tier, they get first pick of land. And then it's like, okay, well, you get first, and they do it by random. You get second, you get third. And let's say there's 1,000 people that stake like that. Well, it's 1,000 pieces of land. See, that really doesn't get fair, though, because then 1,000 pieces of land get bought before the next tier of staking gets it, before everyone else can try to buy land. So that's really not fair. But again, if we're going to lock up $50,000 of OMI, of our money, that we should get rewarded for that, at least a little bit. Like, they have to sweeten that deal. Or maybe they'll do it like a drop lottery, saying like, okay, everybody gets one ticket, for this drop lottery, and where you get is where you get. But people that stake $50,000, they'll get like 10 tickets, instead of one. And if their numbers get, then they get to pick. Maybe they could do something like that. But that's still, oh my God! If I'm staking $50,000 worth of stuff, and I get picked like 8,000, and you have 7,000 people ahead of me that didn't get doo-doo, I am gonna be super pissed off. So I'm very curious to see how they do it, how they are going to do it. I don't know yet. Pedro says, I'm not going to convert 100 OMI so I can look back at it in a few years as a sweet reminder of how far we have come. Good, man. Good. Giovanni Day says, RuneScape's the best. Oh my God, I missed my Patreon member shout out. What did we do? We did the Kogo Kakputin, the first Patreon member shout out, and then we did Heart to Heart, the second Patreon member shout out. So I've done a Russian thing, we've done a Disney thing. Kapusty, he's a bud, что пришло же не вернут, Hapusti izabud, niomedenu kaze put, nieboigu, mishiko usted, pust burju, oh god, pust burju yet storm, holod svegdame burpoduje. That was a very, very horrible version of Apusti izabud. So, because I did one in Russian, then I did a Disney one, so I figured I'd do a Disney Russian song. Apustia Zabud is Let It Go from Frozen. Moving on. Oh, yeah. Before I do that, everyone, go look at HeyDavidDon and at King Mavs Forever on the Twitter. You give them a follow. Standoff Chart and King Mavs on the app. You give them a follow. Kobe Collects and OMI Player One on the YouTube. You give them a subscribe. You got Powers of X over here. Kobe Collects down here. You got Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Golden Assets, Puddin' Cheeks, Veve Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy of Bermuda, and Sodi Pop Media, all on the YouTube. You got EQ_crypto at What Wizard Veve and Gary O at 1234CA3 on the Twitter. You got DerekBrad.com/pages/Veve-photography, AfroDroidLegends.com, UStayGlassy.store, WoundedWarriorProject.org, and AffinityHypnotherapy.com.au. All other websites to check out. That is not Veve. You got my boy Mayarden down here. Free Mayarden. His account is disabled. We hope it gets up very quickly. We got Charles Merkel, Veve Darklink, Cavell Anderson, and Veve Vibes over on the YouTube that I subscribe to, and everyone else should as well. Yeah. Uncle Jay says, you're Dino. Oh, also did, I don't know if I got the Kobe Collects. Okay, so Kobe Collects sent me a Strange Academy in Uncommon, so it's a $40 giveaway. So let's do this $40 giveaway. Where was I beforehand? That was a year Dino. Okay. So this $40 giveaway is going to be for this one. So it's going to be whoever I see as the first one. Again, it'll all be, whatever. Whatever I answer. Everyone, because so many people are going to be answering at once. Everyone that the computer's going to lag and it's going to show yours as the first one to answer. It's going to show everyone's on that. Excuse me. But it's whatever I see. I actually see the first person to answer. So the first person to answer that I see, the correct answer, I will choose that person for the giveaway. There's no comebacks. There's no do-overs. So we are giving away Strange Academy right here. And it is an uncommon, again, worth about $40. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Okay, so I have an idea. It's gonna be a Veve type of trivia thing, and it's gonna be, what NFT are you going to need in order for me to take you to see Black Panther 2? What NFT are you going to need in order for me to pay for your Black Panther? Oh yeah, Zarnell got it. Zarnell is the first one to get, so ZHARNELL as the, y'all can stop answering now. Strange Academy. Okay, so Zarnell messaged me on Twitter, and I will get to you at some point later on tonight. And again, so that is the utility for the Storm. It was Secret Rare Storm. And if you have a Secret Rare Alligator Loki, I'll pay for your Universal tickets so we can go to Harry Potter World together. Yes. Okay. Now I can move back on. Where was I here? That's a cartoon. Oh, God. Oh, God, where was I? Okay, here I am. So RuneScape is the best. I think it would be cool to own a Walt Disney/Cinderella castle. You mean if they give us like doll houses like that we can put in our, that'd be really great for a lot of people that have kids. If they were to say, hey, do you want a miniaturized version of Walt Disney's castle? Little girls would go ape for that. And the parents, they'd be like, oh, this is a great Christmas present for my child. It'll be super fantastic. So that's a really good idea. A miniaturized version. Heart Song says, hi Randy, do you know how long the exchanges will halt trading for? My funds might not clear by tomorrow. I don't know. A day maybe? 12 hours? I don't know. Because Because even if they say a certain amount of hours, it could take longer. And Chachel T says, "Hey Randy, how much do you think land will cost when dropped?" Well, it depends, because they could make it where you can buy, where they black everything out, and they say like, oh well, this is probably going to be a world, and this is probably, let's say this is Marvel World, let's say this is Veve City, and this, wherever, and you don't know where everything is, and you say like, well, you're going to probably buy around one of those things that where it's blocked off, and you can't, because if it's blocked off, most likely there'll be like a real city under there, and you want places next to the city, next to those cities. If they did something like that, or if they did something where like, hey, this is like a weird map, like everyone, if you remember seeing Married with Children, and Al and his neighbor were fighting over like whose apple tree or whatever the property line falls on. It's like, well, technically it's, we have a weird property line here, and yeah, it's your, you own the tree, but he owns like part of your driveway, you own like part of his house, and like vice versa. And eventually like they blow up the driveway, they blow up the neighbor's house with a rocket launcher. It was nuts. It was hysterical because the way the weird property line was. So if they give us a weird property line, like here's a giant VV-verse, and oh hey, it looks like you can buy land here, 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 and here, but then it won't let you buy here because there's a giant bubble, and it's like, okay, well, we can't buy there, so let's buy next to places where we can't buy. So if they did that, it might be a little more even, a little more equal, and I would say maybe $500. It's so hard, because if they say, hey, and that's if they come out and there's nothing. That's if they come out and there's nothing there. But if they say, hey, by the way, here's Veve City, here's Disneyland, here's Marvel Land, here's DC Land, here's Philadelphia and Manhattan from My Little Pony, and here's Ponyville, and here's all these crazy places. Look, God, they had Pokemon. Oh my God, here's Kanto. Oh my God, here's Johto. Sorry, I'm getting a little out of my, but it's possible that if they say, hey, this is where everything is, $1,000 for a parcel of land, $5,000. I don't know, because again, even if they charge $1,000 for a parcel of land next to, let's say they have next to the Kanto region for Pokemon, I'll buy all of that. I will buy all of that. Why? Because in your backyard, you could have Viridian Forest. You could have the, if you buy in Johto, you could have the ruins of Alf. You could have a radio tower. You could have Pokemon Battle. There's so much crazy stuff that you could have in your backyard. Like, here's your backyard, and that's your view. Your view is like a giant. If you let's say you're next to the Mushroom Kingdom, and you have Princess Toadstool's castle, view right from your backyard. Tens of thousands of dollars, if not $100,000, would go for that. So they could put $1,000 or $5,000 price tag on it. I don't care. Many other people will not care. Oh, this is where they're doing Mario Kart right next to my property. Sold. Maybe I could pick up some loot from that every time someone gets rocked with a shell and they drop some loot and it lands in my backyard. Oh my God! If they have Corneria, fourth planet of the Lilat system, where the evil Andros turned that once thriving system into a wasteland of near extinction, where General Pepper for the Cornerian army was successful in exiling the maniacal scientist Andros to the barren, deserted planet Venom, and years later, General Pepper noticed strange activity coming from Venom, so he sent out a team of Pigma Dengar, Peppy Hare, and James McLeod of the Star Fox team to go investigate, and upon their arrival, Pigma betrays the team, and James and Peppy were captured by Andros, and Peppy barely escapes Venom, only to return home to tell James' son, Fox, about his father's fate. And then a few years have passed, and then Andros has once again invaded the Lilat system, and then General Pepper returns to a new Star Fox team, headed by Fox McCloud, to save Corneria and free the Lilat system once again. If that happens in your backyard, where you're fighting with the R-Wing, and there comes Luke's X-Wing, and there comes a Millennium Falcon, I would lose my goddamn mind! Needless to say, I'm spending, I don't care what it is, I don't know what it'll be, I will spend no less than $1 million on that Veve-verse on land, because I know what it can do. Water, where you have Jack Sparrow fighting like the Little Mermaid, fighting Ursula. Like, just, there's so many different possibilities that could happen, and it all could happen right next to your land. Have a front row ticket. You could sell tickets. Hey guys, We have gold. Versing red. This is the most epic Pokemon battle of the century. We get to see it right here. I'm selling tickets, $10 a head. How much y'all want? That is residual income forever. Forever. If you don't want to pay, like, what do people do in the apartments that are in Chicago that's right across from Wrigley Field? Do you think any people pay to go on that stadium? No, they watch from their rooftops. They don't have to pay for a single ticket ever. Why? Because here's Wrigley Stadium, and guess what? Across the street is their apartments. They go up on the roof and they like that is residual income forever. And you will never, ever, ever have to go into to pay for some of those things because you could watch it from your. Oh my God! Sorry for that whole messy, crazy type of 3-minute tangent. Please don't clip that. It's gonna be. People are gonna try to commit me. So yeah, like 180 people just saw that. Where was I? Excuse me. So ChatGPT, when you say how much land will cost, I don't know. I don't care. I'm gonna buy it all. Also, what do I think a good entry price for Mini and Friends on secondary? I will let you know what I think it could be when we get the Medium article, and I know how many mints are there, and I know what's what, and how interactive they are as well. Ufuk Dogan says, "What is your price prediction, brother? Can you enlighten me?" If we're talking about OMI, probably 2 cents by end of February, 5 cents by end of March, 8 cents by end of April. Well, 10 to 12 cents by May. You would definitely shoot 15. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know when we get localization. I don't know when we get advertising. I don't know when we get anything else. But yeah, I think, if we go by June, if we have that bull run through summer, I think we can get to 30 cents. And we got a super chat coming in from Aldous Havley with the $1.99 super chat. Says, "Hey, I just got here. Can you repeat that?" I don't. Even if I wanted to repeat that. This is why I need an assistant, because there are so many good, things that could be clipped, and they're just not. Like if I were to pay someone, I'd have to pay them. I'd have to pay like 10 people for okay, you guys watch, the streams I did for this week, in January of last year. You guys watch February. And for them to take clips, and it just, there's a lot of crazy good stuff out there, and some of it's just gonna be lost to time. Unless I get people to do that, which I might try. It's like, hey, this is really good information. Hey, this is a really cool nugget. Hey, this was really emotional. Yeah, unless I pay someone to do that, that's going to be lost for time. I don't remember what it's something about Lilat and Princess Peach and Vanilla Pudding. That was a SpongeBob reference. It's like, pass. I love you, man. You're great. I have so many. God, I have so many things to get to. I'm going to be here for like 4 hours tonight. I forget where I was. Okay. Your system. I don't know when they'll do the swap. Execute. Okay. There we go. Ufak says, "I'm already 2x. Was wondering, should I sell and buy new altcoins? But I think no, I would not sell here. Not financial advice. I would not sell here." Ufak Dugan says, "NFA, but can you let me know what you think in general about the crypto market?" I think we're in a correction, and we're still in an overall bull market, and we should still probably be there, hopefully through summer, but if not, probably to about summer, give or take. MK Ultra Indica says 3,000 gems. I'm stacking Fantastic Four number 5. Nice. That's not bad. Yeah, that's a very good comic to buy. MK Ultra Indica says crypto just hit a bottom. It did, and probably go up. Daniel Hardwick saying Randy. Daniel Hardwick is one of my homies. I'm sorry I'm getting to your comment an hour late. That is my bad. But as you can see, I have a lot of comments, and I'll try to go quicker here. MK Ultra Into says good time to buy. Go says, can I just leave my OMI on Bit4X? Yeah, absolutely. Dan Harder says 100% true, brother. Again, that was an hour ago. I don't know what he was referring to. Even Martin says yes. MK Ultra Into says classic carbon edition is a good cheap buy. The low mints, and it's a Mickey Mouse parody. Should be 150 gems. Yeah. Vinasansky says thoughts on Valdo's case. I really don't like any James Bond things. They weren't. Again, give us like some characters. Give us James Bond. Give us M. Give us Christmas. Give us, like I said, give us Moneypenny. Give us a Golden Gun. give us some cool characters and we'll buy. But the posters and Seven's Math, it's it's okay. Even the glider, it's good, and I had it, and I don't know. Again, I think unfortunately for Bond, a lot of the things, a lot of the people that are really into it and really want it is just, it's just hard. It's just hard to, they're not in it yet. They're not in crypto. They're not in NFTs. So it might take. You could be sitting on them, like when Obi-Wan Kenobi is talking to Qui-Gon Jinn. It's like, Republic creditors are no good out here. It's like, well, if we don't get the ship, we could be sitting. If we don't get the ship fixed, we could be sitting here a very long time. If the people that are into James Bond die off and they don't come into NFTs, you could be holding on to them for a very long time before they really moon. In crypto, that could be a couple months. It's a very long time. Who knows? Again, I don't. It's not my specialty. I'm not really that into it. Yeah, moving on. MK Ultra Instinct says, and same fees as DC. What was the same fees as DC? Cartoon Network stuff? Yeah. Chris Kelso says Rocky 4 was the best. Rocky 4 was so good. Dude, I love that so much. Austin Scribes says Dark Knight. What about Dark Knight? David Guy says, hi, brother. Veve is number 3 in market cap and NFT ranking. Is a Comey number 1 NFT token? If it's not, it will be. Hurricane Hunya says, love your videos, Randy. Such good information from an experienced investor. Thank you. Thank you so much. Donna Papp says, so you're leaving your OMI in trust on GoChain for now? Yeah, pretty much. Most of them are in trust wallets. All Chat Gaming says, what up, brother? How's it going, All Chat Gaming? Josh C says, hi, Randy. Chris Kelso says, so will we be able to sell our NFTs on Veve for OMI in the future? Yes. I'm not sure when, but that will happen. DJ Diaz says, common or uncommon for Spear and Spider-Man for long-term growth? Probably the common. Sonny Bloomberg says, I'll bring the 2 cent. Party here. Hanap Lenny Titraparun says, when the OMI transaction is complete, will the market boom or dip? I mean, it might have a small pullback. I mean, it again, up until we get exchanges in a couple weeks, and again, even when we get the exchanges, they might not be like crazy. Like, don't expect Coinbase and Binance right off the bat. I would not expect them right off the bat. I would expect, like I said before, KuCoin, Kraken, Gemini, whatever. But even if one of them is those, that we should get a nice bump, and in March probably more. Ghost says, I got a rare DeLorean, 13,370. Think I could get any overpay for that? I don't think. I think that's just, you probably sell for the floor. Milham says, what up, my man? What's going on? All Chat Games says, do y'all use Vault Values app? It's pretty dope if on iOS. I have not. Mike says 1900 of Secret Rare Alligator Loki. I know, I want it so bad. Spells Phone says, hey, Randy. Hey, everyone. Hi. Artem Piatek says, is it over for Ultraman once Japan joins? Maybe Ultraman goes to the moon when that happens. Aaron Nice, did you see Dan Lee's racist comment? Dan Lee is not racist at all. Says, not sure I'd do a video with him. I messaged you the screenshots on Twitter of his comments. They were on Cavell's YouTube stream today. Again, I'm not trying to call you a liar, but I know Dan Lee. He is not racist. Yeah, that's not a racist comment. That's that's not a racist comment. That's just a joke. But again, if I could understand how that could. People are a lot really sensitive. No, Dan Lee is not a racist at all. Like that again, sometimes maybe a joke gets misconstrued in some way. Okay, maybe, but Dan Lee at his heart, as whatever, he no way in any way, shape, or form is he anything close to that. T says Batman v Croc is overhyped. Yes, I said it. All Chat Gaming says Croc, Gator. Flexible Mawa says, what's going on with OMI? It's rebounding hard. It looks like 5 days to reach 0.0081 from 0.0064. And now it's taken only 1 day to almost reach that height. I haven't checked it. I feel like SpongeBob, where it says like, we was talking about Krabby Patty. He's like, well, I haven't had one of these babies in almost 20 minutes. I haven't checked OMI in almost 20 minutes. See, again, when it goes up, you got to have a little bit of a retrace here. You got to, Hey, how do I? Again, after it goes up, it's got to have a little bit of that retrace right there. A little bit, it can't go up forever. So Like I said, I'm pretty happy with how it's been going. How far down can it go? I don't know. But it needs to take a little bit of breather before it goes back up. So that's fine. That's fine. Sun Boomer says dot. ERC20 finally. Amara Atia says we sure do. Plus Miles says Common Zombie Hunter Spider-Man is close to the price of Ultra Rare Alligator Loki, which is nuts. It's just nuts. The Ultra Rare Alligator Loki is animated. That's an animated one. So again, that's ridiculous. How says Randy? What's your advice for feeling at your lowest, asking for a friend? Well, hugs to you and your friend Tylo. It really depends. I don't know. I am not anywhere near a mental health professional, but affinityhypnotherapy.com.au, they talk to people and they can help. I think maybe, or at least worth a shot. I don't know. At your lowest, be at your lowest. Like take a couple days and just be at like rock bottom and just be like, and then realize that after like a day or so of just being like, yeah, I got drunk, yeah, just like, it was just a lazy piece of poop for a few days, and then realize, okay, say to yourself, again, I know not everyone has an inner monologue, which I don't understand at all, but say like, okay, listen, I let myself be a fat piece of poop for the last couple days, and I let myself be, not good, but you have to recognize that if you're in here right now, you're part of the Veve fam, and outside of that, you recognize that everyone here has a very, very, very big potential to do a lot of good. I mean, people have the potential to do a lot of harm also, but like to think that try to be a really good, positive force of the universe, and you can be. Help. Being invested in NFTs and Veve NFTs and the OMI token will help you make a lot of money, which you can help donate. You could, rescue a dog or a cat, or you can find a good home, and you can recognize that. Again, if you need to feel sad, or if you need to do it, again, feel those emotions. Give yourself a day or so, weekend, whatever, do that, and then recognize that, okay, you did that, and now the world needs you again. Now the world, I think it was Beethoven that said or wrote, I have it on I don't want to mess up the quote because it's a really good one. And if I go to my quotes, right? If I go to my quotes, or maybe it's not here, and I'm just lying. Oh man, I really wish I was able to find that. But basically it says, build up as we might all the strengths that God has given us and never stop learning. Something along those lines. And I say that because, if you have a lot of potential, and I talk about this with my friend Ty all the time. My friend Ty is 3 times smarter than me. 5. He's very, 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 very smart. He's 6'5". He's a large, muscular man. He's so athletic for his size. So athletic. And I was like, Ty, you should be like 100 times more successful at whatever, whether it be fighting, whether it be, like finance, whether it be, do whatever. And I was like, yeah, and it's like, and he doesn't. I mean, and he can in an instant. Recognize that you have a lot of potential, and I cannot fix everything myself. Like, why do I spend 5-6 hours a day streaming and making content? And so it's because one, I can't do everything myself, and I feel like if I can help people make a lot of money, and I can help make them make the right decisions, then eventually one day when I do have a big philanthropic goal to fill, and I say, hey, I need help, then some people will say, hey, I'll help you. So Tylo, your friend or you or whoever, I need you. So, take a couple days and then come back when you're ready. So, moving on. We got Sean Hudson saying, ultra rare Day of the Dead stamp or ultra rare Captain America? Probably ultra rare Captain America, and much love for the ultra rare Day of the Dead stamp because that's a first appearance stamp, and that's the first. And ultra rare Captain America is not even that's not even a first edition, but there's so few of him, and there's there's a lot fewer of the secret rare, but he is animated. I don't know, a lot of Spanish people, especially a lot of Mexicans. I don't know a lot of. They'll say like, "Hey, mom, I got this for you. Hey, this is for grandma. Hey, this is for." Man, that's a big market. That is a big, and they're hardcore. I would still say Captain America though. I'd still say him. Where was I? Vladimir Coleman says Randy mentioned me in his stream. I can die peacefully now. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's a good comment. They had before. Kenneth Romero says, "Hi Randy, I'm feeling real bullish." Me too. Me too. Chachi T says, "How much OMI is stacked is needed for land?" Oh, to stake it? Again, I don't know yet. They haven't told us yet, so I have a decent amount of OMI in the app, just to be able to say like, hey, I'm going to stake, and I'm going to get my land. I'm going to do what I have to do. But we don't know. I mean, I assume not that you'd need to stake $50,000 just to get land. Most everyone will probably be able to get land anyway. It's just that, if you want like the first rights to be able to go and I want first pick in the draft. You're gonna want a stake. But what was the question? How much OMI is stake? Yeah, and they haven't said like no. You need again. It wouldn't be fair if they say you need need to stake $50,000 worth of OMI to get a piece of land. It wouldn't be fair if they did that. But they wouldn't be fair if they say, oh yeah, you don't need to stake anything and you have the same shot as someone staking for 50,000. So I'll let you know. I'll let y'all know when they give it to us. All chat games. I think it's refreshing to take a break. Agreed. Spider Zero says Quid does have NFTs now. Oh, maybe that's why. Brendan Z says buying all the Lokis and Batman Crocs. Nice. Brendan says holding my Ghost Bears till I die. Get it, Brendan Z. I still have mine. Daniel Marquez says comment. Kobe collects raid. Kobe collects raid. Oh yeah, everyone commented Kobe raid. Kobe raid. I love him so much. RPM says just bought another Batman versus Killer Croc, Spider-Man common, and Wonder Woman. Yo, my man. The RPM 87. So that's what you meant when you were commenting before. Austin White, Lockfried, KJ, Brendan Z. Brendan Z, you weren't part of the raid. Digital Snowflakes is nice dog. Brendan Z says Kobe Bryant resurrection. Oh no, he didn't. Jay Otaro's Kobe collects raid. Eddie Marquez's comment Kobe raid. It's Laura Natasha. I love your name so much. Saying hi Randy, Kobe collects raid. Y'all are my bays. I love y'all so much. Justin B says, "What the dog doing?" Dashy just doing Dashy's doing Dashy things. Lockford, what's going on? Austin White says, "Smash that like button if you just tuned in." I have over 160 likes now. That's great. Squiggle Stick, what's going on? Nerd Shaman, Chiefkin. Thanks for advice, Randy. No problem. Daniel Marquez says, "Comment, hey Randy and Dashy." D-Mole says, "Man, everyone got problems. This is normal." That's true. Digital Snowflake says, "I like your dog with the hat." That's Dashy. Dashy. We love Dashy. Dashy's so cute. Jay Tower says, "Veve and OMI is the most fun work ever." It is. Again, it doesn't feel like work. I mean, sometimes it does when I have like a million people to get back to, but for the most part, a pretty joke. We get to play with our NFTs, and we get to make a whole lot of money. If this is work, that was a good time. I'll make YouTube videos, get to interact with y'all, put y'all in my fridge. Like, am I the Joker when he's talking about Batman? And it says, "I think we're destined to do this forever." I think we are destined to do this forever. I think we can. I'm gonna try. And Marquez says, "That is Dashy. Don't know how to spell." Yep, you did it. You did it. D-A-S-H-A-Y or D-A-S-H-Y. Demol says, "Like getting released from prison after 30 years. Like Rita when she's freed on the moon. She's like, after 10,000 years, I'm free. It's time to conquer Earth." Alpha, Rita's escaped. Simple team of teenagers with attitude. Go, go, Power Rangers. Dude, Power Ranger NFTs would be so cool. Mm-hmm. Kobe Collects, thank you so much for that $5 super chat. So, what up, brother? How you doing today? What did we eat? No, very well. And I had some water, some Chinese food, and thank you for giving me that comic for the giveaway. That Jarnell had one. I just farted. Lock versus Kobe Raid. Radic says, hey, sorry to bother you, but is anyone interested in a low mint 163 polar bear globe? I'm not. Other people might be. D-Moles is facts. Peter Hoy is very human, bro. Thank you for being you, mate. Thank you so much. And for that super chat. D-Moles and Kobe Raid. J. Otaro says tacos. J. Otaro says, let's go. RPM says, go Wonder Woman, go Batman vs. Killer Croc, go Spider-Man. Get them all. Get them all. Michael says, you look extra handsome today. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Stop. That's great. Toronto Priya says, yo, and we're back. Dashi, meow, meow, meow. Nino Blue says, smash the like button, peeps. Oh, that didn't feel good. For the legend of the gator. D-Mole says, your nail color reminds me of his years all over again. It's dope. Yeah, dude, it's emo. Emo AF. I have an appointment next Thursday to get my nails done because next Saturday I have a wedding to go to. I don't know if I should shave for the wedding. D-Mole says high school. Yep, high school. Emo. Joe Tower says, at D-Mole, I painted my nails because of Randy. Yo! I'm gonna... Omar. Okay, no, I'm gonna... Alright, there's a link in there that someone put... Okay, there we go. So I'm actually going to go to J Hotaru. And I'm going to Snapchat that. I painted my nails because of Randy. That's love. That is love. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love? Lockford says Wonder Woman is a sleeper. She's great. Brendan Z says, Randy, you the GO, brother. Thanks, Brendan Z. I love you, fam. And the RPM 87, thank you so much for that $199.99 super chat. That $200 for that, like, my God. Insane, saying Batman versus Killer Croc. You got 3 of them. Versus Spider-Man comment versus Wonder Woman. You got all of them. That's really, really good. Those are some good buys, and they'll all go up in the future. Taro says, I'm in mod mode. I keep trying to time out bots on other people's streams. Love you. I love you, Jay. Guy says, the hustle never stops. Wally says, does anyone have a spare Go token they can send me? I think Justin has that, Wally. Buying these things are, damn near impossible. Brendan says, oh, that's a confusing question. I'd grab the 3 Crocs all day. Interesting, Brendan. Olivia's Nally Boy says, I get 3 Crocs. Wow, everyone's saying 3 Crocs. RPM says, I have all of those. Oh, you're great. Yeah, that's amazing. Jez says, Jay, I do it all the time. D-Mall says, get one of each, bro. Teotaro says, at Jesse Wright. JB says, one of each for the win. And Peter Hoy, that super chat, give me the thumbs up. RPM saying that you have the 3 Batman Killer Crocs, 1 Spider-Man, 1 Wonder Woman. That is a great one. Peter Hoy with that saying only $1.99 for Funski. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you so much. KYJ says, great analogy. What? Thank you. D-Mo says, are you planning to hodl or sell at a profit? I think both. I'll definitely hodl. I'll hodl everything, and then eventually I'll sell. But again, I want more than 90% of my net worth to go into philanthropy, to go into animal conservation, and that means still living a relatively minimalistic lifestyle throughout the next several years. Because again, even when OMI hits $1, let's say middle of the decade, early to mid-decade, 2024 to 2026, we'll hit it around there. Well, that's $100 million. Like, do I cash out then and spend $90 million on that, or do I and keep $10 million for myself, or do I hodl still by only doing like a couple million each year, or maybe $1 million each year, OMI. At that point, just hodl. And why? Because I think OMI at some point let's say end of this decade they reach $3 to $5. Let's say by 2029, 2030, it reaches $3 to $5, and then let's say 2035 we reach $10. That is something that, if I have $1 billion, that's maybe animal conservation cannot wait. Maybe it can't, but I would much rather have $900 million in my arsenal going towards animal conservation than just 90 million. 90 million is a lot, but it is. When I say I want to change the world, like I want to change the world. Like Wonder Woman says, like when I have enemies, when I deal with my enemies, I deal with them. I don't want to just buy a couple plots of land, and that was the goal when I had smaller goals. But now that I have something that can really reach a lot of money, and can, why not hodl? Why not wait for it to grow? And why not, really try to like take a big giant chunk of land and make sure that's never able to be touched. I think that'd be better. I think that'd be best. Have them wait a little bit longer, which again, I don't want them to, but I'll assess the situation mid-decade and we'll go from there. Squiggle6 says, ha, cancel. Chris all day says, LMAO, hell of a story. Squiggle6 says, and buy the Hit Monkey. I will buy a Hit Monkey at some point. Says, haha, jokes. JP says, in a few months, Croc will be a distant memory. First Marvel NFT, can't go wrong. I agree. I don't know about again, I'll still get them. Brendan Barr says, what the importance of Alligator Loki? It's the first appearance of Loki that we have on the app. There's so much importance for him, and I've gone through him in other videos, actually dedicated specifically to him, and it's just, now the potential is there to be on the be on the Young Avengers, to be on the Pet Avengers, in Loki season 2, to be in the Multiverse of Madness. Like, when Marvel went and they said, hey, here's some behind the scenes look at Loki, who was on their thumbnail? It was Alligator Loki. When you go on IGN.com and you go on their post from like January 5th or whatever, and they ask who's everyone's favorite Loki, they all answer Alligator Loki. It's insane. Jay Otaro says Wonder Woman would win in a fight. Yeah, she would. RMP says yes, thank you, no problem. RPM. D-Mole says I would just get first appearance NFT only, first appearance of X-Men, first Fantastic Four, first Spider-Man. The reason why is because when Veve becomes so saturated with NFT, people will look back and ask which one came out first. That's true, but and again, the Marvel Mighties are like a fan favorite to get gamification. Again, that statue, that statue though. Some of the statues are really cool though, and I really like them. Yvonne Diaz is Wonder Woman. Jay Otaro says Rogue is great that way, but very high risk, high reward. Very true. Very true. Lori Brenner says preach. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is awesome. DCT. Chris all day says coincidence that Mickey and Friends is coming out before OMI migration. Well, technically it's coming out 2 days after, but before exchanges, I don't know. Maybe they do want a lot of burn beforehand. New Dirty says, hi, Randy. Huge shout out to Kobe Collects, whose team were able to retrieve my... Oh, that was you! That was you that had the, the stolen Todd from an approved escrow who had it and ran. But Kobe Collects and his community are the real deal. Hashtag Sherlock, yes. 100%. Dude, congrats on getting that back. Yeah, Kobe Collects is just... And I feel like Kobe Collects is still like kind of running under people's radars where people don't know about him. So I'm so proud to have him on my freezer. So proud to have him on my fridge handle over here. I assume Kobe Collects still wants that space, that gap between the fridge and the freezer. Kobe Collects is awesome, man. I love him. And definitely solidified, in my eyes, a spot, on the Veve streamer team, like forever, for the stuff that him and his community does. Yeah, he comes on my channel just like, hey, give this away. He super chats and he's like, hey, give this away. Just amazing person. Jay Otaro says, at Chris all day. I think it's after, right? Yeah, it is 2 days after. Randy Warren says, is this card a test run for Pokemon? Maybe. It might be. Brandon Barr says, I'm waiting on a Batman v Superman NFT. That'd be legit. Yeah. Okay. That'd be really fun. RPM87 says that was funny. The Sunday Bucket says, Randy, what would you pay for a misprint Kangaskhan, half hollow, half not? Is it first edition or unlimited jungle? And I don't know. And is it graded? And what's the... I don't know. That would be very interesting. I would really love to see it. I don't know, but if you have a picture of it, message me on Twitter. And give me a while to get back to you, but that sounds really interesting. Because I don't think I've seen that. No, I've seen the opposite. I've seen hollow bleeds. Where, you know, the hollow's supposed to be in that, you know, square. Wait a minute. Nope, this is the wrong time. I can't do it. Hollow's supposed to be in that square. Actually, I might even have one. Oh, God. My body. Ah, my legs. Ah, my hips. Oh, God. They were both at the same time. Oh, God. Oh, okay. So I'll show you. Do I even have any hollows over here? I might not. I don't think... Okay. It's like pincer. You have the hollow right there. And the hollow's supposed to be in there. But for hollow bleeds, I'm not trying to give you all the finger. For hollow bleeds, they kind of go out of there and, oh, there's hollow over here. And there's hollow down here. And there's hollow up here. So that's what hollow bleeds are. And I don't really have one right now. These ones are different because they're not shadowless. They're no symbols. They're called jungle no symbols. Only happen in jungle. Where right here they're supposed to be. I'll show you. Like in here's a fossil, and you can tell it's fossil because it has the fossil symbol up here. It's first edition up here, but it's a symbol. And on the jungle cards, they're supposed to, like this one. It's supposed to have a symbol that says jungle on it. Well, it doesn't say jungle, but you know that it's jungle because of that symbol. But these cards have none, and the no symbols are pretty much worth what the first editions are. So it's really, really cool. And if you have something like a half hollow Kangaskhan, if you have something like that, it might be worth what it might even be worth more than what a full one is, because I've never seen anything like that. So again, message me on Twitter, and I'll try to put some feelers out. Go to e4.com. It stands for Elite 4, but go to e4.org or .com, and they should be able to kind of put you in the right direction. But if not, just message me on Twitter. I'll let you know. D-Mole says, where are you reading from? I'm reading from the comments, but I am, like 45 minutes or like 45 minutes behind on comments because I read each one. Joe Taro says, at D-Mole, Randy reads. Yep, I read everything. D-Mole says, this dude is ridiculous. Thank you. This dude's hilarious. Thank you. Brad Z says, this is my favorite thing to have in my AirPods while I'm busy. I'm so glad I can entertain you while you're busy doing other stuff, and I can do the thing. Jay Otaro says, love all Randy singing. Thanks, guys. Brad Z says, thanks for entertainment, Randy. No problem. Jay Otaro says, Brad Z 100. D-Mole says, the stream is only loaded at 144p, or is it just me? I don't know. I'm not sure. Zardel says, might just be you, D-Mole. I'm getting 720. Nice. Brizzy says, giveaway? Yep, we did the giveaway. Okay, y'all are Wolf of Wall Street. Y'all are crazy. Wow, a bunch of y'all answered even if I said to stop. And again, thank you, Zarnell, for getting that. Zarnell says, thanks, brother. Tyler Owen says, hey, you have a secret rare 133 storm. Nice. D-Mole says, damn, nice. One Zarnell, my comment showed Warrior, but all Gucci. Yeah, it's the one I saw first. Jericho's and congrats. Flex from Wow says, halt trading. Should I sell now? I would not sell anything right now. Tyler Owen says, blind box land drops? Haha. That might be interesting. That is something that they might be able to do. D-Mole is Ready Player One. Augustin Moctezuma says, secret rare Captain America plus secret rare Journey into Mystery or ultra rare Ben Reilly. Hang on one second. This has... Oh God. My other body. I'm just going to make it slightly brighter in here. Not crazy bright, but it was... I guess I'm getting old. Okay. I don't know. Secret Rare Captain America plus a Secret Rare Journey into Mystery or... both of those are very, very good. I mean, and comics again, comics might take a while before they, before they pop. But again, how many people here knew who Ben Riley was before this app? Probably not a lot of people. I mean, now, education's half the battle, but and again, real comic book inspired, they'll know and they'll want them. There's so few of him. There's so few of them, and you know, even if you didn't, there's only what 5,000 of him between the ultra rare and the uncommon. And for the Captain Americas, again, those guys, you have a thousand and 25. There's so many of those. Although a lot of the commons were burned, some uncommon, some rare were burned also. And then again, you have the Steve Rogers Marvel Mighties that does have that first appearance. He's not in first edition. Journey to Mystery, again, you have the common, the uncommon, the rare, and the ultra rare if you don't want that secret rare. But people are going to want that secret rare. I'm very, very torn on what is the best one. It'd be very hard to sell Ben Riley because there's so he's gonna be worth so much, and I don't know if you're gonna want to sell him. But that being said, like emotionally, it would be easier for me to sell Ben Riley because I am more interested in Captain America. He's more of my, he means more to me than Ben Riley, even though Ben Riley is cool AF, and Journey into Mystery is really cool also. That's hard. Whichever ones you like more, get those, or whichever ones you'd have an easier time selling, which I guess would be the opposite of which ones you like more. Yeah, if you're going to keep them, get which ones you like more. If you're going to flip, get whichever one's easier to sell. Yeah. D Mole says, I'm trying to own a place next to Snoop Dogg. That'd be great. Jericho says, Randy, low-key a visionary. I try. D Mole's 400K. KJ says, my mind is blown. Randy playing 60 chess. What? I forget what this was about, though. And I was talking about 1018. What was I talking about at 1018? Okay, let me try at 1017 and see what I was talking about, because I forget. It says 1017 must have been about 40 minutes ago. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to minus 35 minutes, 36 minutes, 40, 38 minutes, 38 minutes, 38 minutes, 39 minutes. And there's nothing. Unless they come out and there's nothing there. But if they say, hey, by the way, here's Veve City, here's Disneyland, here's more. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Okay. So that's what I was talking about when we were like, okay, playing the 6D chess. Thank you so much. It's on me visionary, mind is blown. Jay Otaro is laughing. JB says, this is so entertaining. It is. Love this mother flapper. You need this Jay Otaro. Drago says, I'm just playing checkers while Randy's playing 6D chess. Verto's laughing. Cody's laughing. I guess I have to go and really rewatch that because apparently y'all are loving this. All this has is what up, homies? The door is opening to the future. So pumped. Much love and hugs. Josh sees says do more. Brad Smith says love the energy. Whoa says damn. I'll be set for life if I have a house next to Disney World and Veveverse. Rent out balcony for nightly fireworks. Yeah. Jay Taro says I was here. Hashtag I was here. Chachi Cheese is bro. You hyping me up. Now this happily with that super chat. I was like, just got here. Can you repeat that? I love you so much. I love you guys. I love this game. Vladimir Columbus, smash the like button. J.O.Tar is laughing at Aldous Havley. Colby Club says, we love Aldous. Aldous is kidding. Says, Kobe in the house. Much love. Russell Mawa says, if I move OMI to VV app, kind of went back to bit 4x, you will be able to eventually, yes. And will it be layer 2? No. You would have to eventually, if you have it in the VV app, you'd have to move it to some type of bridging system to convert it to layer 1. It will cost a little bit of gas, and then you'll head it to to the exchange once it's layer 1. Or it will be possible, but it'll just take some work. So that's pretty much what I explained. Jay Tar says I'd clip that just for me. He says, you think they'll announce new exchanges in January, or they'll probably wait for February. Well, Walba says Randy is president in the Veveverse. MK Ultra says someone asked what you would buy with 3K a while ago. I guess I'll do that again. Get a rare Spider-Man. He's really good. Um, common alligator Loki, or not a common. You can get a secret rare or an ultra rare alligator Loki. You can get a. I mean, you could get. If you do rare Spider-Man, or let's say you could do. If you have 3K, you could probably do common, uncommon, and Spider-Man. Then you could get a first appearance Joker. You could do common, uncommon, that get a Harley Quinn, and then you could probably also get an ultra rare Loki. So you could get a common and uncommon Spider-Man, first appearance Harley Quinn, and an ultra rare alligator Loki. 3K. You can get a couple of Steamboat Willies. You just stack Steamboat Willies. You can get two Joey and Batmans. There's a lot you can get with $3,000. Heart Song says to saving the world, huzzah! And Andrew Lambro, the verified guy, says thoughts on Steamboat Willie ultra rares in the future. They're very, very good. There might be 6,900 of them, but they're very, very good. They will continue to rise. The 10K is a plateau. That's a very, very hard resistance area to break, but they will do it at some point. That is a key. That is a key NFT. Yeah, very, very good. Where was I beforehand? Yeah. All right. Here we go. I'll just have this as well. I second that motion. For me being president of Veveverse. Randy Lewis says, "What's up, all?" I'll just have this all in favor. Owen says, "Where does he read the questions from?" I do read them from the comments. It just takes a while for me to get there. Jay Otaro says, "At Tyler Owens," way up in the chat. Dan Case, "At Real Run Chavez, Tupac or Biggie?" Probably Tupac. John Patlaka says, "Did anyone see the Batmobile VV teaser? It was hidden in the back of the vault." I do remember seeing that. I don't remember 100% what that was, when we'll get that. Marina Karthik says, "How much OMI is burned so far where we could get this information? For each NFT bought in the marketplace, how much OMI is burned? Have information that would be helpful." Yeah, so Puddin' Cheeks puts out a thing like every day or every other day. Puddin' Cheeks, and in every video he does, he updates it. So yeah, definitely go to Puddin' Cheeks and Puddin' Cheeks' channel and check that out, either on YouTube or on Twitter. Lucky NR7 says, "Randy, where do you see Spider-Man common and rare going in the future price-wise?" Going from 1,000 to thousands, like multiple thousands. Multiple thousands. That's huge. This is gonna be insane. See Me Back says, "I got so excited just now. I bought $500 more OMI. Small, but added. That's great. It's great. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up." Sorry, it was Rocky 5. Milham says, "Kind of regretting stacking all those common decon mascots now since I'll be needing a load for this Disney drop." I think the decon mascots might be good for... I think that might be good for... oh god, what do you call it? For OpenSea. So maybe most of will good. But yeah, Disney drop we're going to need a lot for. Gino says, "They said in the past AMA the top people in the MCP will get access to land first." Huzzah. Oh, in the MCP. I do not have any of that. I'm not going to get land. I'm not going to get land then if I have a bunch of that. This Miles says, "What the Doge doing?" I don't know. I haven't really checked. Digital Village says, "Thoughts on C3PO and R2 in terms of demand and prices?" Well, R2 to the moon. R2 is great. That they will continue to grow. Again, I feel like major Star Wars fans really aren't in here right yet. Maybe some of them are, but not all of them. He goes, "Do I consider Zombie Hunter Spider-Man Ultra Rare Blue Chip?" It's not like top 5 anywhere, but maybe lower A tier because he is Spider-Man. His first appearance, not animated, but yeah, I really really like him. I do really. I have one. I'm not selling. It's probably not a bad idea to get one now because he was at 1,800. At like 1,150 now. Pretty good buy. Denfro says, "I was just looking at the red specimen and noticed there's a microchip on the back of his head that blinks. It is pretty neat." Peter Hoy says, "Good times." TGIF Kid says, "When Teletubbies?" JK. Anyone remember the Spice Girls movie that was called Spice World? And one of like the CEOs like, "Did anyone get pictures of the Teletubbies taking poop?" Like he had like this J. Jonah Jameson character. It's really crazy. RPM 87 says, thanks for your experience. Well worth 200 for my investment going to HODL. Yeah, it's probably a good HODL. And of course, RPM 87. That's very, very generous. Thank you very much. Any questions you got, just ask. Sunday Bucket says, call it Randyland. It'd be great. King Julian says 168 likes. Keep it going. 179 now. King Julian says likes. And then we got someone with a link there. We'll get that out. Sunday Bucket says, yeah, I'm currently looking for my collection of Pokemon cards. I'll message you if I find it. Okay, very cool. Well, it's 3 hours, so we have another super chat. Not a super chat, another Patreon member shout out. Boy meets girl, you were my dream, my world. But I was blind, you cheated on me from behind. So on my own, I feel so far from home. But I know it's true, I'm still in love with you. I need a miracle, I wanna be your girl. Give me a chance to see that you were made for me. I wanna be your girl. Okay, moving on. Oh yeah, we got at Hey David Don and at King Mavs Forever on the Twitter. We got Standoff Chart and King Mavs over on the Veve app, and ChaviCat5 on the Veve app as well. Kobe Collects and OMI Player 1 over on the YouTube. Go subscribe. I know I do. Got Powers of X #1 over here. We got Kobe Collects down here. I really need to smooth that out because that's going to give me a paper cut. Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Golden Assets, Puddin' Cheeks, BB Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy of Bermuda, and Sodi Pop Media, all on YouTube, which I subscribe to. At EQ_crypto, at Wet Wizard Veve, and Gary O at 1234CA3 on the Twitter, which I follow as well. DerekBrad.com/pages/Veve-photography, AfroDroidLegends.com, YouStayGlassy.store, WoundedWarriorProject.org, and AffinityHypnotherapy.com.au are places that you should go just check out. Guarantee you'll like it. You got Charles Merkel, Veve Darklink, Cavell Anderson, and Veve Vibes over on the YouTube that, again, I subscribe to as well. And you got my boy Mayarden, whose account has been disabled right now. #FreeMayarden. Hopefully he gets his restored soon. Moving on. Brendan Z, he found his recently on Sunday as far as Pokemon cards. Very nice. Gusto T says, how come Steamboat Willie is not a first edition? I don't know. He had the first appearance. There was like a protest. It was like I said, I'd make it first edition, and he wasn't, but who knows. Sunday Bucket says, it's not graded. Don't think it's first edition. Don't know if it's got the symbol. It probably does have the symbol, but only have half is really interesting. Says, man, I need to find it. Yeah. Again, it's probably not worth a ton, but it is probably just worth more than the normal. Again, a normal, let's say like PSA 4 to PSA 6, it might be like a couple dollars for a normal one, and so yours might be a couple dollars more. It's really not going to be worth a ton. So I don't want to tell you, be like, yo, it's going to be worth like insane. It's just not going to be worth a lot. I'm having a stroke. I just saw something. The door moved. It can't. It's impossible, but... Brenzy says, I hope you do. They're excellent to look through. Yeah, they're... Bless me. The nostalgia factor alone makes it really, really good to look through. Murph says, dude, those bottles rock. It's all I use for water and more. I know, right? You got use it for shaker bottles, use it to make the protein. You got a shaker ball in there, you can shake it up. Rudy G says, Chavez, what up, homie? If you had the chance, would you buy OMI for a Todd currently? If I had the chance, would I buy OMI? Oh, or a Todd? OMI right now. Jason Amada says, I'm just joining the stream, but what are your quick thoughts on Saturday drop? There's a reason there's a gem squeeze going on. It's for Saturday. It's not for the comic, it's for Saturday. Heart Song, thank you for that $5 super chat saying to saving the world. Andrew Lambros' thoughts on Steamboat Willie. Yeah, so I gave those, and oh wow, he says he subbed. Thank you so much. Thank you for subbing. When one Oz says, good day, Randy. Sorry I joined late. It's 100% okay. Apparently, around like 10:40-ish. So I guess like was it 10:40-ish? Let me check. See, no. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Apparently at like 10:15 to like 10:20 or 10:21, whatever, People were just like, "Yo, Chavez is playing 6D chess." So I really want to find that and try to clip it. But apparently, go back there. Super Duper Hank says, "What's up, Randy? What's going on, Super Duper Hank? Hope you're doing well." Milham says, "Pokemon was past my generation as a kid, but what I wouldn't give to have my boxes of Garbage Pail Kids still." So Poor Man Printing had once told me, he's like, "Yo, I will go all in and I will lose all my money on Garbage Pail Kids." There's a bunch of people that would really like that. Yeah, huge. T Sadler 11 says, "I had my secret rare Captain America up for sale. I think buying an Elsa is a good buy. Is that a better, or should I keep Captain America?" Elsa's great, and she'll grow. But let me go and take a look at the Captain America price, and then, okay, where we at? Okay, BB, boy meets girl. All right, so Captain America do be at the secret rare. Oh God, he's at 4.8 right now. Dude, I would not sell for 4.8. He was at 6.4 the other day. He was literally, 33% higher. I would not sell right now for 4.8. Even though, if we go to the brands and you go to the golden moments and you take a look at her, she's great. I'm going to get her at some point. So 3,500. Again, she's super fantastic. But there's 12 times more than her than there are the secret rare Captain Americas. And Captain America's animated. I cannot, in good conscience, tell you that, just because, again, Elsa's not at all-time highs, but she's pretty close. Captain America was literally 33% higher the other day. So he dipped 33%. He dipped 25%, but he was 33% higher. Again, math is weird. Because if you're at, let's say you're at 75, let's say you have number 75. Well, if you increase that 75, 35%, you go to 100. But how do you get back down to 75? Well, you take away 25%. So it is weird, but the math does work out. Math is so crazy stupid sometimes. But it's beautiful. I love numbers. So yeah, Cap, I would not do that right now. I would not. Super Duper Hank says, "Randy, why is Wally so disrespected?" Hang on 1 second. Okay. I believe he might be a little disrespected because there's not a ton of guys that like Wally. Not guys like Elsa. I guess not a ton of guys like. It's just I don't know. It wasn't. It was. I haven't seen it. I guess it was cute. It was like, I love Elsa. I love that whole story. I love that. I don't know. It's just not as cool as the others. I guess, it didn't strike a chord with, I guess, the intended audience. Super Duper Hank says, Wall-E 2 movie coming out. Oh, maybe that'll give it a little pump. Darren says, Parter. Eco Justin says, specimen apparently Blink Morse code translates to Veve. That's amazing. Melham says, are my original Star Wars cards and action figures? Oh, those would be cool. Those would probably be really nostalgic. Darren says, partner's price prediction end of the year. Oh, God. 100,000. 150,000. 175,000. Yeah. Yeah, easy. Mr. DG4 says, very weary about sending any more OMI to Veve wallet after my daughter's account was disabled after adding OMI to her wallet. Did she? I assume she got it back afterwards, right? Let me know if she didn't. Nerd Challenge says, I took a nap listening with Randy in the background, dreaming of Veve. That's cute. That's adorable. And we got Kobe Collects here with a at Mr. DG4. I love Veve so much, but I will not be sending OMI into the app for that reason only until things change with support. That's fair. Kobe says, bless you. The Lamb says, what up, Kobe? Marina Karthik says, Soccer Hat and Elsa are the first Disney NFTs, or do we have anything else in the platforms? Some people might make the argument of Spider-Man, but then Elsa is the that first Disney princess, and then the hat as well. So yeah, Dinferno says, I wish Garbage Pail Kids were on Veve, but I found out recently they were already released on Wax, so not sure if we'll ever get them. We still might. Again, they're just different types of NFTs. Rudy G's, which of the golden moments do you think will go higher over time, excluding Walt? Probably Iron Man. Oh, maybe no, maybe R2. Probably R2. Kobe collects his Hambone. Kenneth Romero says, what would you get for 10K right now? Add another couple $100, get an ultra rare Spider-Man. Yeah, ultra rare Spider-Man or the Steamboat Willie. Probably the ultra rare Spider-Man. First appearance versus non-first appearance. Not in first edition. Yeah, ultra rare Spider-Man is probably one of the better ones to get, in my opinion. Tyler Owen says Wally never really got too mainstream, in my opinion, according to the rest. It's also make good point. If all gold moments dropped at separate times, they'd all be around 10K right now. Oh, maybe. Milham says it sucks to Inferno. I was hoping for 3D versions so bad. Again, I think we can get them just because, if they have 2D version ones, we should be able to get 3D version ones. Philic137 says, do you know if Veve will be able to sell collectibles for OMI in the app? Yes, we will. Matt Joe says, Tyler Owens, that's a good point. Ethan S says, hi Randy, my dad told me about you. Being a young kid trying to do videos, your videos have taught me a lot. Thank you. Congrats for starting up. And I'm very glad that you're starting, and welcome to the family. Again, so if you're kind of new here, I do answer every question on the stream. I do answer every YouTube comment. Comment on a video from 8 years ago, comment on a video from last year, my most recent one, whatever. I will answer. And then so on a YouTube stream. And then I'll do comments on it. Again, sometimes they might take like a half a day or longer for me to get back to, but I will. And then if you're trying any other social media, it's going to take a long time, but I do try to get back to them as well. But yeah, ask anything and I will get back to you. New Dirtly says, Randy, if/when he appears, where would you rank Darth Vader? It depends. If he's like if he's a common and there's no animation, I mean, he's still gonna be cool. That's still so cool. But I really hope that they make him like the secret rare ultra, and he just Vader will become stronger than the both of us. He's just so cool. Oh my god. He'd be one of the best. He'd be top 5. I don't know who he'd replace, but he'd be top 5. The only thing that, he'd be a first appearance. Not the first Star Wars, but oh man. I don't know who he'd replace. I'd probably put him over Ultra Rare Spider-Man, maybe. 1 second, guys. I would say he would just be very, very high up, and it depends on like the animation. If he's just, I hope he has animation. Now where was I? Mr. Digivore says, not yet, Randy. I'm still waiting on a response from support. It's been 4 days now. Okay, well, hopefully they answer soon. Kobe Collect says, let's go, Ethan S. Let's get it. Kenneth Romero says, what would you get for 19 to 20K? I'd get a Todd. I'd get a... And then I figured with after maybe about 7-ish K left. And that's an odd number. But I'd definitely get a Todd. I'd get a rare Spider-Man. So let's say that's up to 37. Let's say that's up to 20. Well, let's say that's 28. That's 2,800. You know, and then what you said, 19 to 20K? No, I'm sorry. That's 14-ish. Let's say that's 14,000, and then you have, let's say, 5K left. I'll get a common Steamboat Willie. So let's say that's 15,000. So let's say there's 4K left. I would get that one secret rare alligator Loki if it's 1,900. So let's say that's, you know, and then I would get like first appearance Harley. And then, or honestly, if you have it, just get a reso. I would say get a reso, but yeah, Harley is, if you don't want to get the reso, then get the Todd, get a Harley, get a secret rare alligator Loki, get a rare Spider-Man, maybe get a common or uncommon Spider-Man too. You know, a bunch of those, kind of pick and match which ones you want. Marina Carthage says, Steamboat, common or uncommon, what's your perspective? For whatever reason, people just tend to like the commons more. So I'd just go with common just for that. Kobe Clay says Uncommon is the only one that is whistling, but they're all great in my opinion. They're all very good. Inferno says, when the VV verse is released, how many years until you think most of us will look like the people on Wally? Some of us are already, I mean, I'm already, getting a little chunky. I have been going to the gym a little bit over the last couple weeks, so I'm feeling a little bit better. And afraid off the corns. They're not. I have to try and. I'm trying to eat a lot. I'm trying to go to the gym a lot, so I am trying to get better. I'll let you all know. Just getting in shape for cosplay. General 69 says, I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Bane from The Dark Knight Rises becomes an NFT, even a 200 limited edition secret rare. I will take a second mortgage out on his house. That is dedication. I mean, I'll get one. I will get one. I'll have to be fighting you for him, but I guess I'll get one in conjunction with you. Vigidor says, at Kobe, yes, I definitely agree. Support needs to get better. It will at some point. Wow, these links be crazy. And I can't remove the link. I can't remove the last link. Gusto. Supergirl Edo? Oh, Supergirl. Seems like Supergirl only goes up when Superman goes up. Maybe. Radix saying, needing to sell 163 Polar Bear. Anyone interested? I'm good. Joe69 says, how can Dan leave you? He lives in Oklahoma. Yeah, I don't see him being that at all. Dan Lee's great. Bernard Carlos says, here we go. Beers. Sorry if I already addressed. It's fine. Tyler Owen says, how likely do you think set holders are to get airdrops? Well, it's happened twice, but it's happened with artists, like independent artists. I don't think it's really going to happen with these major things like Disney, Marvel, or DC. I think it would happen with independent artists. Kenneth Romero says, love the content, Randy, and thank you for your thoughtful advice. Truly thankfully for your presence. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. It's fun. Tyler Owen says, like for sets such as Disney. Yeah, for Disney, Marvel, and DC, I don't think we would get one. Just because I feel like those companies really want money. Yeah, I don't think they would. Did you sell your Spidey? I sold my Secret Rare Spidey for OMI. But yeah, I think if you want to get one, I think they'd probably have to be the independent artists. The bigger companies, I just don't see them giving away free things. Gentars, love this shirt, Randy. Oh, why thank you. Thank you so much. Anyway, well, that's it. I caught up with comments, surprisingly. I'm going to try to clip that one thing from before when I was talking about land and I was talking about Corneria and Star Fox and all that. I'll try to clip that and make it like a clip. Y'all seem to really like it. So anyway, guys, I love you. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much for the super chat, especially you. Let me go back to it. So far back. The RPM 87. I don't know what RPM stands for. Ron Perlman Majesty. I don't know. But again, thank you so much for all that. Thank you all for everything. I would say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys, and thank you all for everything. Great meeting at you at Decon. Yes, Ernie. Great meeting you too. Potsy Webbers, good night, my friend. Do clip. All right, I love you guys. Bye. Meow.